cases here are alleged and for entertainment purposes only.
Welcome to Judge Cutie. Welcome to Judge Cutie. How's everyone doing tonight? Yes, we have switched it up on you, audience members. We have switched it up. And for all the disrespect, I have a lot of fines to give out, starting with Kenny. Because the disrespect that you brought to this courtroom, never. We're not gonna bring Judge Judy or any other judge in this courtroom. So you're fine. And I might shackle you tonight. So don't do that. Okay? Understand. You will not get none of this food tonight. Everybody else is getting some. You will watch us eat all the goodies we have tonight. And everyone else,
My handcuffs are itching, sir.
thank you. Thank you, bailiff. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. But I'm gonna turn it over to I'm just gonna turn it over to Nola just because she's the one that's holding the audience right now. So I'm gonna let her do what she needs to do. But please don't make me. I'm itching. I'm itching. You on silence, sis.
It's not starting off too good already. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Your Honor, fellow court staff. We thank you for being patiently waiting on us, as well as we thank y'all for coming back, because baby, we had a 2-week hiatus because as y'all know, I just celebrated a graduation for my daughter, okay, as well as she had the prom the weekend, the first week we missed, and it was the day before. It was the Friday, so baby, I had to do my little last minute run around, my little yang with the yang, get my little background and stuff, my little helium tank, because I was around here blowing up balloons and pinning in it and everything else. Chat, you want to see the pictures, go check out the Instagram, okay? And then the very next weekend, which was last weekend, was the graduation. And once again, I was, last minute stuff, baby, because apparently my daughter's baby, they is divas. But with that being said, the menu for the court today, we have cold pasta, we have seafood pasta for those of you who cannot eat seafood. And when I say seafood pasta, we do have shrimp, crab, meat, and crawfish along with a little scallops. Okay, the court was real fancy for y'all because everybody has been paying their fines, and so we greatly appreciate that. We have cold pasta salad, we have unwedlock baby shower meatballs because those are the best. We have stuffed eggs, we have potato salad, we have red beans, we have a little gumbo, we have wings in the flavors of lemon pepper barbecue. Okay, what else we have, girl? Hots. And for the hot wings, we actually have a medium mild and super hot today. Okay. If you eat that super hot, don't be coughing up in here. For the libations, okay, we have Kool-Aid, we have Big Shot cold drinks. Okay. Shall we have it all? Okay. Of course, we have the clear liquor and the white liquor. We also have the mixers, the Incredible Hulk. But don't get up in here feeling like y'all can hulk nobody up in here, okay? If you are drinking clear drinks, as to not disturb the people in the aisles who are passing out the drinks. If you are drinking clear, please move to the left side of the court. If you are drinking brown, please move to the right side of the court. Pick your course and stay there, okay? We even have, for some of you who come in late and was complaining about the libations, we even have Four Locos hot for you. If you come in late and the judge find you, I'm sorry, that's all we have. Four Locos and Wild Irish Rose in a little MD 2020. Okay, we have Sprite, Cokes, okay, Dr. Pepper and root beer. And we also have all the water you can drink. But for anybody who cut up, your water will not be iced. It will be set on hell. Okay, you will be drinking Berlin water today.
And it come out the water hose behind the porch. And also, don't be mixing your liquor because we ain't got time for that today.
Okay, the court will hold your car if you get too drunk until 10 a.m. for free. After 10 a.m., you will be charged $300 a minute. That way we can keep providing all the libations, okay, and food that you're going to get today. After 2 o'clock p.m., Okay, we're going to put you in the pound. For every minute that your car is in the pound, that will be a fine of $1 million. And with that being said, hey BB, how are you? I am so glad you were patiently waiting. Hey Linda Gamble, how are you, my love?
Oh.
Hey Janet Holiday, how are you? Come on, that's cousin Ranton speaking. Hey y'all. Hey Q, my love, how are you? Also, make sure you like. We are streaming to all of the channels. Okay, make sure you like them. Okay, make sure you like, y'all. Make
That
sure
part.
you like. We appreciate all the likes. Hey, Louisiana chick, how are you? Hey, Cheryl, my favorite cayenne pepper. Okay. Hey, my good sis, Barb. How are you today, my love? Hey, Melissa, how are you? Hey, peace to Mateo. How are you, my love? Hey, sweetie girl. Hey, Natty, how are you? Hey, Jesse Lewis, how are you? Oh, Kenny, the disrespect. You lucky I
He,
can't find you this week. But I'm gonna remember for next week.
he been
I'm gonna
acting up
remember for
all
next week.
week.
Yes, God, I'm gonna remember. Oh.
He better not cut him no more. He gonna remember tonight.
I feel
I,
like because of this comment, Kenny should have to drink the first hot Four Loco. hmm If it pleases your honor.
It pleases. It does
Oh,
please. It pleases me very much.
thank you
Your
so
Honor,
much.
Yes, ma'am.
Kenny is also gonna cut up just a little bit later on down the line in these comments because he said Judge Judy would never.
I heard that's what he got fined for saying
Oh,
exactly that.
oh Lord, he shouldn't get Kenny no food.
He not getting no food.
Oh,
I said that.
oh, thank you. Stalls. Anyway, hey, hey, Big Queen, how are you? Hey, LMV, how are you? Sweet Pea, once again, Sweet Pea.
Hello.
You know why is her hair like that? Who hair? My hair?
No, she talking about the lady who getting prosecuted today.
The lady who what? Oh,
Tisha.
The hump. The hump.
Prosecutor Nola, can you let me up in the chat with the other avatar that's back there, please?
what?
Okay. We're not okay, but okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's our bailiff.
Sorry. Hey, LMV, how are you? Hey, Chrislyn, how are you? Hey, Cool Gamer, how are you, my love? On time, no fines. All right, now, hey, Too Feisty, how are you? Hey, peace to Mateo. How are you? Oh, I know you about to cut up in here tonight. Hey, Saki, how are you, my love? Y'all make
Hello.
sure you guys are following Saki Speaks. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Saki Speaks,
Yes.
okay?
Please, please, please. And
Oh,
thank
not
you.
lock him
Thank
up.
you.
Not lock him up. Hey, Kimmy Nicole, my love. Okay, let me make sure we got everybody. Hey, Terry T, Baby Davis, how are you? Hey, Chef Don Don, how are you?
Hello.
All right.
Did you say hi to DT?
That's cutie. Say hi to who?
You did say
DT.
hi.
DT?
DT.
That's what
Mm-hmm.
y'all say. I didn't see DT. Hey, DT, babe.
I didn't
How
think
you
you said
doing?
that's all I was like, oh my, I was like,
Our cross the pond subscriber. We love you, DT, and your accent. Okay, and your accent. Okay, I ain't gonna tell
mm-hmm.
people where you at.
And your reads.
Hey, Mrs. B, how are you? Hey, Harold, how are you, my love?
Hello.
All righty, I think I got
That's
somebody
roll
else.
call.
Yes, budget. Come on, the budget is the budgeting.
Come on now. We got it
Is there
together.
no mac and cheese? Listen, we have all the unwedded baby
Woo.
shower food there is. Okay, we was not about to keep going through this. Okay, and
The
naming
mother,
all the different food. Okay, I was just giving y'all the highlights.
the
Okay,
mother
baby.
and the defendant is in the building as well.
The what?
You heard me. Look in the chat and you heard what I said. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the defendant is in the chat.
Hey,
Yes.
Donya Lee, how are you?
Okay.
What? I'm so
Mm-hmm.
confused. Hey, Amy 16, how are you? I guess I will get to it because I'm not seeing the defendant
Okay.
anyway.
Okay,
My
baby.
eyes can't see, but
allergic to that. I'm allergic to that.
How are you? Welcome to the night class.
Hello. The defendant wants to know who is defending him.
He's on trial. Girl, hey, Martell Hope. Who's your daddy of the year?
Zaddy.
No, he ain't a zaddy with a Z. No God. No God. No God. We ain't about to no.
Cheryl.
Hey, Shay P, how are you?
Hey, Shay P.
Hey,
Cheryl.
Extra Dragon, how are you? And with that being said, if I missed anybody, Monique King, hey, my love, how are you? If I missed anybody, charge it to my head and not my heart because, baby, I was just around here scrolling. And with that being said, honey, we love you all. We love you all. And court is now in session.
That's the last person I see, and anybody coming after this person, I'm looking at my phone, in trouble. Let's go.
Before we get started,
person I saw was Journey to Jasmine.
Let me go up here and put this information right here. Okay, this is fair use. This is all for entertainment. Everything that we say is 100% alleged. Okay, it is 100% alleged, and we are honest on this for your pure entertainment. All right, and with that being said,
that's what it's fun for.
Oh, child, because that's what it's hitting for.
Making sure.
Okay, with that being said, first up on trial. Oh my God, today. My God, today. Billy.
I'm here. Ooh. Yes. All rise. Messy Night Court is now in session. The first case today that will be brought in front of the court is the bad impressionist of Cruella de Vil, the person that is nowhere near naive. She loves to have a good ex-beau. It is the being feeble-minded fool who is married to the man with the sweaty titties. Yes, God. Tisha, I can't do nothing on my own. Scat.
What? Oh wait, before we get started, let me let y'all know something real quick. All right, go on, if y'all need your little makeup, okay, that is good on the face and easy on the pockets. Go ahead and make sure y'all go ahead and copy this information down right here. That's my good cousin Tiffany. Okay, baby, she is doing her opening of her business, her reopening, okay, of her business, okay, for Mary Kay, baby. And when I tell y'all that's some of the best foundation I ever had. Now your girl used to sell Mary Kay back in the day, okay, because this was my cousin right here, and I had signed up under her. Baby, she was putting together them baskets. She'll throw your basket together so quick in the doghouse. Call Tiffany Williams, get your basket, okay? You want to take that girl stripper here and won't let you go, call Tiffany Williams, get your basket, okay? And she also have CMOS, okay? She'll be in the comments shortly. So when y'all see her comment and y'all need some of that good CMOS, baby, she got it in gel, she got it in gummies, she got it in everything. And you want to get your face beat, or you know somebody who got craters in their face and they need that good makeup to cover it up, hit up Tiffany Williams.
Nice. Thank you, Tiffany.
And with that being said, who goes fast?
I guess, well, I gotta open it up. Well,
can I introduce that you ranting? Are you the prosecution?
Yes.
You will be prosecuting Miss Tisha Miss Tisha Scott. Okay, you go right ahead. Handle your scandal.
Now, normally y'all see me, I'm up here, I am the expert witness, but what you don't know is I actually went to law school and got my degree. So if you're wondering if I'm qualified to do this, I'm very much so. Okay, I don't want to hear nothing out of Kenny tonight. Okay, with that being said, we're here currently to, well, I'm just saying this. We're going to prosecute Letitia Denise Scott, to the fullest extension of the law First and foremost, she should be punished for the fact that she went and stole Cruella's wig off her head. She is known to take ideas and try to flip them into her own, but it doesn't really work because she don't really put the time into it. Um, Your Honor, she does. I want y'all to know she wears a lot of pleather, so she be just getting hot up under the collar, and that's why sometimes she gets very upset. Letitia has a hard time standing up for herself. She also has a hard time saying the letter X. Okay? That's why it comes out as not X. It comes out as the sound. Y'all have to understand that while she may play just, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. Where am I? I was in a whale. Oh my God. I was in the Silence of the Lambs. It puts the lotions on the skin. Oh no, where? Oh my God, where? That is not who she is. She is known to lie, steal. If you let the people tell it, allegedly cheat, but we don't know nothing about that. And she may tell you a story about how she owns a company and how she's just, this good, fine Christian woman. And everybody is trying to ruin her young black marriage. In court tonight, you will hear everything about one Letitia, Denise, Moore, Scott, and the things that she does. And I'm going to rest right here and I'm going to let, my peer, go ahead and do what you do.
Defense.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I impress upon you today, please do not let the prosecution discuss my client in such a malicious way. It seems like to me she's giving off very image behavior when she's talking about my client. And yes, I said image because I want you to understand the background of my client. It's okay, Tisha. It's okay, girl. It's okay. It's okay. Don't cry. Don't cry, Tisha. Don't cry. Yes. You're going to be okay. The hump is not that big. It's okay. My client is deeply offended by the things that were said about her, Your Honor. She has been a lady who has been dragged in the streets for riding with her husband, dragged in the streets by riding with your mama. And it's amazing to me how everybody wants to say loyalty in these days, but yet they get mad at my client for being loyal to the very woman who birthed her. Unfortunately for my client, I know you was in line to go to somebody else and wanted to gap her legs a little early. I understand. It's okay.
Yeah, she gapped her legs early.
I understand she gapped her legs and you had to suffer to a life of a thick tongue and eating rotten food. Yes, rotten food, Court. And I will use all of this to explain why my client is not guilty of being a feeble-minded fool. A fool nonetheless, but not feeble-minded. And that's it, Your Honor, until it is time for me to present my case.
Okay. Ransom, are you ready to present the case?
I am, Your Honor. Is my evidence up? Is it up in here? Is it in the
atmosphere? In here.
So her client should keep on all of her clothes, even that pleather outfit she got on in the thumbnail.
I object, Your Honor. My client has had her body done 2, maybe 3 times to get it the way it is, and she is dragging the wagon, okay, if she wanted to take off the clothes. We've seen her on that boat when that burly back husband of hers was making his shoulder, Your Honor. Please do not let her defame my client like this. I object.
Your
client also tried to sit on that burly back heifer's face and he pushed her off. So that should tell you something.
That's because my client did not clean the dentures that night well, okay, and she forgot fix the dents. back at Huntsville. Okay, she dropped the fixident when it was going
You'll
to
have your
bedrock
chance.
to
You'll
remove
have
the
your chance,
rollers.
defense lawyer. You'll have your
Okay,
chance, man.
she so his teeth couldn't handle that wagon
You'll,
she was
you'll
dragging,
have your
and he
chance.
didn't want to
It's
be
okay. It's
embarrassed.
okay.
People would have blew it up.
You'll be able to defend him in a second. Can we get to the case, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Like I said in my own, as I started to present this case, we're here to talk about when Letitia Denise Moore Scott, the Moore, she dropped it, but she could have kept it because Scott, what is that? She's not really considered one anyway. They never consider her feelings. They don't really care about her unless it's time to sign some paperwork to get some, unfortunately, until it's time to get some grants and some loans that are specifically meant for Black women in business. It's the only time she's considered a real Scott. Letitia is known to sell wolf tickets. And when I say wolf tickets, it's, I wish somebody would say something to me. I wish somebody would say something to me. And bucking and, coming into parties with her hair back in a ponytail and some pleather pants. I told y'all she loves the pleather. Even though it gets really hot and it makes your thighs stick together, okay? And the thighs be rubbing together playing shoot. She should let those pleather pants go. But she is known to sell wolf tickets, even when she comes into parties with a team wife shirt, being passive aggressive with a ponytail pulled back to here with a bump it in front, giving very much hump. Yes, she does. And I have the evidence. If you want to see, could it please be brought up to the court? Judge Cutie, see, that is a hump right there. That is a hump. We're going to go back. We're going to get on this one right here. She went to the reunion in an orange, bright, sparkly dress with feathers galore. Like she was wearing one of those, I just unalived my old Caucasian's husband, and I'm going to get all of his money. She stole the feathers off of that robe and put them onto this dress, looking like an orange traffic cone out in the street, like she's supposed to be holding a stop sign as construction work is happening. She let someone in her big age, in the year of 2021, put a bump it in her hair that caused her to have a bump, a hump. Bump it went out in 2010 when Snooki stopped wearing them. And she's just sitting there, just a smiling and a giggling, and oh my God, I'm just so happy. It's my marriage, and my husband is just sitting right next to me, and he's just looking like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be sitting next to her. But she wholeheartedly, in her big grown age of her late 30s, early 40s, let someone put a bump it in her hair, and it was not for a Halloween costume. This is not 2010. You are not Snooki. You are not on MTV. Let it go.
Not MTV.
She stole Melody Cherie Rogers, Holt, because she's no longer married to that man and she's soon to be changing that last name. She stole her idea for a spa day. She sat down there with one Kimmy Scott, even though they don't really consider her Scott until they need some from her, down to a local coffee shop after she got kicked out of the office that was her building. She got kicked out of the office and she had to go do the work at a local coffee shop where you can't even be trading files on there because you got to watch out for the public Wi-Fi. People like to steal your stuff and put viruses and all types of stuff on your computer. When
I object, Your Honor. Excuse me. I object because I would like to also enter into witness with my objection. My client is married to an actual computer virus. So my client was safer off. And here's the exhibit right here. She is married to an actual computer virus disguised as a man with bitch tendencies. Okay. My client, I want y'all to know. So she was safer off at the public library than in the office with this man right here.
DT.
Sustained.
Your Honor, back to what I was saying. She, as as one Kimmy Scott, unless they want her to be a Scott. Hello, who is this? Hey, Kimmy, this is Mel. I just wanted to call and check on you and see how you were doing. And I was wondering, currently in your time of need, are you able to have massages? I want to set up a spa day for you. Oh, yes, Mel, I can have massages. That is so nice of you. Okay, well, just let me know when you want that to happen. Well, Mel, I was actually wanting to invite you to a spa day that I'm going to be hosting for all of the ladies, for us to come together and talk about Black businesses and just be one. Oh, thank you. I would love to come. Just let me know. Now, she did not have any spa day on her mind until, hey, Kimmy, I just want to know if you could have massages during your time of going through chemo and, ringing the bell and surgery. Hello, Miss Tiffany Williams. Hello.
Never get that Mary Kay, y'all. She had that car too, y'all. I remember riding around
Mary
that car. She
Kay.
ain't never want to let me drive it though. I'm just like,
Mary Kay, it had a nice pink Cadillac. Y'all go shop with her. But I just want to know, can you get massages? And as the defendant was just sitting there drinking her coffee,
I object, Your Honor. Production told her to do it.
she
She was next in line as the second leading lady.
You'll have your chance, ma'am. You'll have
Bed
your
Rock.
chance.
No.
No.
she stole the idea of a spa day for that spa day to then turn out to be as lackluster as possible and be full of drama. Then, as we get down to the office of one Kimmy Scott, you're only a Scott when they need something from you, and one Tisha Denise Moore Scott, only a Scott when they want you to sign some paperwork to get some grants and some loans meant for Black women and Black women only. This is the look she had on her face. She can never make up with anyone. She can never let anything go. Sipping a drink with nothing in it and just rolling her eyes. Now, if she kept
Just say
rolling,
you was thirsty. Don't try to blame that on my client. You was being clean.
now, as she was rolling
Just say you were
her eyes,
thirsty. If you were thirsty from all of the
Defense.
now, as she was rolling them eyes,
I
the eyes
apologize, Your
got
Honor.
stuck in
Thank
the back
you.
of her
Appreciate
head.
it.
Now, there's a young lady. Her name is Carson. I have no issues with Miss Carson. She was once doing the hair of the defendant, and when she did the hair of the defendant, there were no humps, no bumps, no lumps, no clumps. Okay, no bump its were in sight, because when Miss Carson knows that the bump it went out in 2009 with Snooki. Okay, her hair actually looked nice until she picked a fight with the lady because she, succumbed to the peer pressure of social media and was picking fights with the woman about how people said you could see her lace and you couldn't because her hair actually looked good at that time. Decided to invite this woman who she had picked a fight with over a wig to a tea that one Melody Cherie was hosting. But they hadn't talked in months. She brought her there for a reason. And the reason she brought her there was because we're going to find out in the next case, but we have to bring it up in this case. There was a plot against one Melody Cherie to bring up a sex tape. And because one Miss Carson wanted all the chips to be on the table before she actually started doing real work to make the defendant look good when it came to her hair, she said, well, I had to let you know everything. So there's no, why didn't you tell me? She knew about the plot. And on multiple occasions, she brought one Miss Carson on the show. This was not the first time. The next defendant that we will see in this court tonight, she invited to his wine launch, tasting, whatever it was. It wasn't good. The wine didn't sell. She invited her to the tea. For what reason, we don't know why. Why must you have a therapy session with your hairdresser, your hairstylist, when the hairstylist, the hairdresser, is the therapist herself? It makes absolutely no sense. And later on, we already know this. It was a spoiler alert, spoiler alert. She invited her to the Black Spell to ask questions and take pictures to start up all these rumors. Speaking of rumors, she's been bringing up rumors, trying to insinuate that one Tiffany, low budget cookie line, 1974. Hold on, what that lady last name? Tiffany, huh?
Whitlow, man, Whitlow.
Thank you. One Tiffany, low budget cookie line, 1974. Your daddy probably somewhere in Utah, and I don't mean Alabama. Whitlow, and who is very much pregnant, was cheating on her husband, Big Lou. How dare she? All because Tiffany was asking real questions. How is it that you were able to be kicked out of an office when you were supposed to be the owner of said business and building? Make that make sense, because it doesn't. How is it that all these rumors have been circulating about that denture-wearing, big-backed, big-breasted, sweaty breast husband of yours and nothing be true? Real questions, because people want to know. So instead of addressing these rumors and these questions like an adult, she has decided to say and insinuate that someone in the Whitlow's marriage is cheating, and it might just be Tiffany. That's what she's doing. And it's not right, because she wouldn't want someone to insinuate that she was cheating on her husband. Well, they did, but she didn't say anything about it, because she feels like, yes, when she was selling those wolf tickets. She also has bad fashions. Why do you have a sunflower on your breast?
Because she's the sunshine of your life, and the sun brings healing energy to your body. The sun gives nourishment to your body, as well as the breast does when you are first born, gives nourishment to the body.
Okay, thank you, Defense.
First and foremost, that is not even the full sunflower. That's the inside of the sunflower with the sunflower seeds. She has
the seed is the most important part.
On her breast. It is on her breast. Her wearing pleather. She's always in something pleather. She feels like the more skin tight it is, the more she will show off the body that she can't, get to use to get that man to do what she wants. Okay? Again, looking like an orange traffic cone. On to this. How is it that the defendant has multiple business books and podcasts and opportunities and just different things, and we've heard nothing about it? She doesn't promote anything. She has bad fashion. She looks like the leprechaun who was trying to keep people from stealing his pot of gold. She has 2 books. One's a journal, one's a book. I'm enough. You can't even get this on her website. This is what happens when you go to her website to see if you could buy something from her. It says the Shopify is down. It's been down for a couple weeks now. I don't think it's ever going to come up. If you like to get that book, the journal and the book, you actually have to go to Amazon, type in her name, and have it pulled up for you. It's too much work. You're asking the people to do too much work when you just have a website with the shop on there and have it bought through there. But when it comes to those books, we've never seen them promoted. We've never heard about them. If you want to know...
I object, Your Honor. I object. The prosecution is clearly lying, because my client's husband got so mad about it, he went ranting, which coincidentally, no pun intended, he went ranting on and on and on when they talked about how the Scots was left out of the social media edition before last season that lasted 3,000 days and 3,000 nights. I felt like we went through 30 years in that one season last season. He mentioned it. It was mentioned. The prosecution is lying. And for evidence, the defendant's husband used her own name against her. Her own name against her, because he was ranting.
Question.
I ask that you throw the lie out the court, Your Honor. I ask that you throw the lie.
Question.
Strike the last.
Your Honor, Don't strike it. Because my question is, if he mentioned it, did he ever put a link in any description box, comment sections?
You said you had never heard of it. You never said that there. You
The
said you
reason
had
why
never
I
heard of
strike
it.
it
You
is
said
because you
that you never said that there wasn't anything for people to click on. That's
hello,
not what you said.
hello,
I
hello. I said I striked it because one, you just showed us advertisement, even if it was a little one, even if it's down, and two, he did mention it. So whether it's to your liking, prosecution, it's still an untruth. So strike it and let's be done with it.
No one average. I got it, Judge. I get it. I understand.
Thank you. Thank you.
The defense. Okay, defense.
Oh, I looked down. I'm sorry. I looked down. I looked down.
Maybe he mentioned it. But
Okay.
see, there's nothing linked on her website anymore to find that. You actually have to go searching yourself. If she was a good businesswoman, like she claims she is, with all these, so much plethora of businesses, then you would already know how to get to the books and the podcast. The podcast that she just let fall to the side. Just let it fall to the side. She just let it fall like her husband's breast when he takes his bra off at night. Just. Y'all, everybody know who has breasts, what that feel like when you just take your bra off and it just. That's what she did to her podcast and her books. She just let her. On top of that, she's now decided to do another business in the name of her children. Now, we did hear about the nail polish, but it is not as promoted as it could be. It is not promoted as it could be for those children. That could have been something big for them, especially with all the opportunities she got from this show. Every time the business and the nail polish business and her businesses could have been mentioned. But we only hear about the nail polish business a little bit. Back to her stealing ideas from people and opening up more businesses in the names of her children, she's now opening up a hair care business in the name of her children. Now, we know some people on the show who have hair care businesses in the name of children. One Melody S. Rogers, one Stormy S. Steele. We know everyone who has hair care businesses in the name of their children. And
Excuse me, prosecution.
Yes.
Defense. I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know.
At this
I
point,
don't
all
know
I
what's
hear is
going on with their hands. Are they clamping? Or you are imitating? Okay, well, this will be your first warning to not do that again. That's very disrespectful to me. To me, not her.
Not the womp.
Okay, don't do that.
She's ignored all signs when it comes to her husband and his breast just rattling around like tin cans in a back of a station wagon. She just ignores all the signs of him gaslighting and manipulating her and him regurgitating things that people have said to him. Someone will say, "You don't treat your wife right." And he will go to her and say, "Well, I don't treat you right. And, I'm going to try to do better." It never does better. She accepts less. It's probably why she likes wearing pleather and bumpets, because it is the lesser of two evils. It costs less to actually have your hair formed in the bump itself and give you a hump with your own hair. It costs less to wear pleather instead of real leather. It also keeps PETA off her behind.
Not Peter.
She continues to say we are all trying to ruin her young black marriage. But I'm here to say to the jury, the defense, the judge, hello, judge, the officer in the court, that no one can ruin this black young marriage, or young black marriage as she calls it. One, we don't know what a marriage is. Is it a maraschino cherry? Is that what that's supposed to be? I don't know what a marriage is. Do any of y'all know what a marriage is? I know what a maraschino cherry is. That's one. We know marriage. We know marriage. Now, I know the judge is married, and she will never let anyone try to come at her young black marriage. She don't know what a marriage is. And two, this marriage, as she calls it, is not young. It is old and decrepit, like the crypt keeper. And it is down there in that well on the Silence of the Lambs with the bucket being lowered with the lotion, saying it puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again. We don't know what a young black marriage is. I know what an old black decrepit falling by the wayside, broke down, king-size furniture in a twin XL room, house near the highway. You got to go across the highway to get to the convenience store and hope you don't get hit on your way back. I know what that looks like.
Judge, you're gonna have to find yourself tonight.
And finally, the defendant has always, and this is what she sells those wolf tickets. She's always defending her mother and the things that she does, specifically when she's talking about other people's children. Now, you, the defendant, you would not want anyone to talk about your children and the way your mother talks about other people's children. So why would you stand for your mother talking about, other people's children? That could be your child. Don't you believe the children are the future? That's what Houston said. I believe the children are future. Teach them well and let them lead. Do you not believe that? Do you not believe that the children are the future? Do you not believe that, the child that does not feel the warmth of the village burns it down? Do you not understand that? It takes a village to raise a child. But when the village shuns the child will burn it down to feel warmth. And that is what can happen. The way your mother just talks to these children and talks about them. Letitia Scott is only a Scott when they need her to be. And I don't understand how the defense can defend her. That is all I have.
That was a lot.
Are you sure?
Before we do the business that I know my the defendant is going to do, I just want to get these fines out the way because there was a lot of talking going on, but I was writing down the names of the people that I need to fine. And there's only one on this list that's going to get a warning, and I'm hoping she's still in here. She better be in here because she's enjoying herself. But anywho, Miss Cookie, in trouble. You in trouble, Miss. Simply Elegant One, you did creep in here. You kind of creeped in here. DeQuasia, you creeped in here. You tippy toed, but you creeped in here. And my dear Tiffany Williams, so happy that you made it. You're the only one that's going to get a warning. Hopefully you come back, tell a friend, and thank you for our advertisement tonight. That was very nice. So yeah, warning. So don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't be late again to court because we don't play. And I'm not always the judge. So it goes down really bad. So everybody else that was on this list that I named, I feel like it's one more. Martinez or something. Oh, and you too, cutie. I mean, you too cute. You on the list too, you too cute. I saw you too. So you guys are fine tonight. You guys will watch us eat our food. You will not be able to have the libations, none of the festivities tonight. So please don't be late to court next week because the judge, Nola.
Logos for the people who was late in the hot Wild Irish Rose in the hot MD20.
Oh, well, you can have that
in the burning water.
You can have that.
You got the hose behind the courthouse.
Oh, and I'm sorry, one other person, and this is a special shout out all at the same time. My sister Stacy AV is in here. If she wasn't here, that's my pregnant sister. Her baby shower is on Saturday. We got a new baby coming, new baby coming. So yeah, she was in the chat. She might have snapped in here for a little bit. She having her little son, my little nephew. I named him. His name is gonna be Bryce Daniel. So yes, I just wanted to say hi, but you late too, sister, and you gonna get a whole fine up in this piece too. So, and as big as you are, and as big as you are right now, not that you big because you eat for two, but I know you're gonna miss out on that food. So that's your punishment. So good luck.
Q was here.
Yes, ma'am.
Q was here the whole time. She's
Oh,
been
not Q. No. You too cute. Not my
okay. Well, let me mind my
Q.
business.
Not you, my love. Love. I gave you a couple of you kisses. No, not you, Q. You, the letter U, the number 2, and Q. You too cute. That's what I want.
What is it? Your Honor, I got you. I can write it down so that people can see. Your Honor, I also want you to know that when Kenny said that he cannot be fined because y'all are friends.
He's friends with California Cutie. I'm Judge Cutie. I don't.
There's a difference, sir. There's a difference.
Yes. Yeah. I can convey. That's it right there. Yeah. I can convey that to California Cutie, but that California Cutie don't hold no rank over the judge, so doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter up in here. So I just really want to get those fines out the way. You guys can proceed on, and y'all better hold on to your britches because you know the read is gonna come through here. So I want to make sure that you guys hit that like button. Y'all already know that should have been the likes ain't liking. That's a problem because then everybody will get fined. So let's make sure the likes are liking all the way around on everyone's channel. Thank you very much.
Oh, they need to be fined because they can't be talking about me. Because who is Noka? That's my new name. I'm gonna use that name when I'm on the street.
The L and the K is next to each other, Goofy.
Huh?
The L and the K is next to each other. They probably hit the
I know. I'm just saying. Thank you. You too cute. Because baby, when I be out in the street and somebody ugly try to ask me what's your name, I'm gonna say Noka.
That's a good one that come back for you. Yes, that's a real one.
Noka Nate Johnson, baby.
Listen, Noka likes a nice macchiato.
Okay.
Are you ready to present your
I am, Your Honor. I am.
Okay.
Your Honor. I want to start off by starting from the beginning of my client's story. Okay, the beginning. My client was raised by one Wanda Leadmore, who went around gapping her legs at such an early age and picking up champagne bottles with her coochie muscles to bring the boys to the yard. She could not speak. She said things like image when she means envious. And then you wonder why my client, who has a known speech impediment, she's working on controlling that tongue. Can you imagine being born with a tongue so thick you can barely close your mouth? You have to close your mouth like this. See, what you guys don't know is my client actually had to have tongue retracting surgery as a child. So because it was so thick, they had to do a little lipo in the tongue, cut that little piece up under the tongue to make the tongue shorter so that she would no longer have to close her mouth like this. She was raised by a woman who just had no couth, had no talent, and whose claim to fame is that she lived in the projects and now she lives in a dilapidated, decorated funeral home, Your Honor. She brings a lot of heat my client's way, but it started off in her early childhood. See, when you have a mama who drink these beers and she hung out with one, see, the one with the blonde wig was young Wanda Leathmore. The one with the braids was one young Marlene Holt. Okay, they were running the street. They were running amok in the streets between Bessemer and Huntsville, drinking these Bud Lights. You know, you got the old men who like the young girls, and so they smile in their face and they give them a little money and they go in the store and bring them out of beer. They were running the streets. They was running amok. This is what she was raised by, and after running that amok, she was so drunk that she served my client the likes of this.
What?
This right here is a show enough kitchen plate. My client been eating the likes of this. And this is what she was served. This is not proper nourishment. How
Your
does
Honor,
one brain begin to develop when they grow up eating trash for food? As you can see, this was Wanda's grocery store. This is exhibit Z23 FB that I submitted before the court. This right here is where one Wanda leaves. I know, Tisha. I know.
I would like to know if her client agreed to use her mother as the defense, as she is known to try to fight anyone who talks bad about her mother.
And listen, that is not about my client. That is her way to get shine. Okay, she uses defending my client as a way to get her own shine, because if she really loved her, she would know to shut the hell up, because it only brings, every time she opens her mouth,
shine one
my
more time?
client gets more and more hell. And then we want to talk about her husband.
Can you say shine one more time?
My God, shine. Okay, shine. Then I could relate to the prosecution when she said one comes home and they take off the bra. They release the breastises and they go woof. Well, when he releases it and they go woof, all that must and stank and just fat just flop all over my client's face. And then she has to, God, I know, it's so despicable. It's so despicable. Then she has to clean the teeth. I mean, can you imagine somebody with teeth? Can you imagine somebody like this kissing you or knowing on you? Okay, and then they fall out.
Objection.
To my pal, you're going to hell.
Objection.
What's your objection?
On the grounds of the
You have
food
no
she
objection.
showed
We don't know.
and the dentures she showed are about to make me throw up in this courtroom.
It's evidence, Your Honor. I apologize, Your Honor. It's just that's what my client needs to eat.
That's not an objection, but I understand. Do you need a barf bag?
Yes.
Okay, let me get you one. Bayla.
Not the judge eat.
Oh,
Okay. Are we ready? I do apologize, but my client's brain is underdeveloped. That's why I say she's a fool, but she's not. Yes, we know you're a fool.
objection
Again.
again.
You know what I'm saying? But didn't the people beg, the OJs, the Commodores, one of them old people, didn't they say, I'll be a fool for you? So why are we punishing my client? Because she's out here trying to live a broke Beyonce NG life. You ready, Mo? You ready, Soul? I'm ready. You ready? I'm gonna be better. All I need in this life for sin is me and my husband. Down the ride with the denture grip is me and my husband. Why are we prosecuting for my client for that? And then you talk about her businesses and why she's not advertising. Well, I'll tell you why she's not advertising the way she should be. And it's that ball mouth bastard's fault. He is using my clients to be the beard for shoat. She has to be the beard for show to be able to get all of the minority women grants and Black-owned women businesses. And so she can't, because she wants to save this man and this business and this marriage. And for you who say you don't know who a marriage is when you are married to somebody whose titties bigger than yours, who ass you can't grab it and is sweaty and stanky and nasty, whose feet is ashy, who who wastes your money on a gravel pit because they have a dream of living as a Flintstone back in the age, in the Stone Age, okay? He treats my client like she is in the Stone Age. So yes, she's a fool, but she's gonna have to learn because as the song say, it takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. Okay.
Sometimes you gotta suffer.
Okay, and so that's where she at. She's being the beard. So she doesn't have the wherewithal and the time. Can you imagine being married to a computer virus such as this? And then you have a mother who walk around and embarrasses you all the time. Can you imagine getting 2.5 BBL surgeries because you couldn't afford the other half to make your husband want you? And yet the rumors have it that he is now sleeping with the same person who beat your face. Beating your face while your husband is beating their ass cheeks. I know, Tisha. I know, girl.
May I
my client passed out.
I have an objection. My stomach hurts. Why is this lady to stop? Judge, my stomach hurts. My stomach hurts. I can't do no more.
Come back to me.
Your Honor, can I object?
Get a little water. Wait.
Please,
My client
please
passed out.
object. What? Yes, ma'am. Yes. What is your objection?
It said that her client's brain is underdeveloped, but I would like to know, how is the brain underdeveloped when her client not only graduated high school with honors, graduated undergrad with honors, and went back to get 2 master's degrees, and is an AKA?
She cheated, Your Honor. It's definitely question answer. She cheated. Before her and her once very close cousin, one Kiki Jabbar, became very close. She was doing her work for her, Your Honor. That's how.
Well, I don't even know what to say. I'll take it all into consideration. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay. I just want you to know, Your Honor, I mean, my client is doing the best that she can. You know what I'm saying? And the sad part about it is she was raised by a woman who didn't even teach her to use what she got to get what she wanted in the right way. She told her, stand by your man, because that's what men gonna do. It's like a baseball bat. They're gonna get out there and they're gonna swing it, but it's okay. She told
I don't
her,
agree with using Ronnie
don't
Hope
trust
in the
people
courtroom.
whose shoes were not bought in a box. Yet their box is empty, Your Honor. It's nothing ever in the box of life that Wanda provided my client with. And yes, she bought the hairdresser to the T, okay? Even though she wasn't the one who put the hump up in that wig, she bought her because it was the beginning steps. If I could communicate with my hairdresser and say, I like that hump in my wig. I know you didn't put it, but I wanted that hump. Everybody ribbed me, but I wanted that hump in my wig. And if I can get to my hairdresser and tell her, put my hump back in my hair, then it will lead me to have the bigger conversation. So you see, what everybody meant for malice, my client meant to be able to communicate that she wanted her hump and her wig, and also she didn't want everybody to know that her husband is duping her. See, her husband tells her everything that the client in the next case is doing, and he tells her that if you see the woman next to me on camera, that is really his woman. Okay, but so when she hears these things and rumors about her husband, she just feel like it's the story. But I'm sorry, Tisha, to break this to you. Your husband is telling you this, my love. He's telling you this, my love. So when you hear the stories about him and his real woman, you just think it's the women he hiding and helping Martell with. But it's really his women. That's his cover story. See, he Martell plant, you know what I'm saying? He been helping with the hoes. But he helped him with his hoes. So when you hear about it, you be like, that's Martell hoes. Really? You know what I'm saying? He got his hoes too. The lady who was, putting on your makeup. That's why sometimes your foundation don't always be looking right when you in the confession. Cause he was clapping them cheeks and it's getting a little too good for him. See, he take the tea out his mouth when he messing with her. So she get nothing but that gum action. Yeah. Yeah, you don't know nothing about that. Mm-hmm.
She get the what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna take him to court next so we can get you some alimony, child, because you should win, for having. I'm just sorry, Your Honor. I had to talk to my client.
You got a super chat. You got a super chat, and DT said check your DMs. Go.
Can you imagine have to be with one diaper booty man?
That's nasty.
Can you imagine?
No, thank you.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. And I also have new evidence to submit, Your Honor.
Did you get the super chat? Did you get your super chat yet?
No, I didn't. I'm so sorry. Let me go down. Let me go down.
Or up, down, whichever way you gotta go.
Go up, down, up, down, up, down. Go up, down, up, down, up, down. Shake it fast. This the kind of song that make them. Girl, Lord, we got a lot of comments. Jesus, I'm gonna be scrolling till kingdom come.
Girl, because y'all been going.
Exactly. All y'all fault.
I found it. It's from Peace to Mateo.
Yeah, I found it.
She done
passed out.
Thank you, Peace to Mateo, for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it, my love. She done passed out from the Tita. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, Anna, I am entering this evidence, my God. It is so tragic.
Lord, it's from DT. There's no telling.
It is so tragic. Thank you, DT, my co-counsel in this case. I appreciate you so very much. Oh my God, this is tragic. Now, the new evidence that we have entered. I want you to look at this. I want the court to look at this.
I'm so scared.
Can you imagine this being your mama? The sheer embarrassment, and yet you cannot go against her.
Oh,
she is actually going around lying, saying that she is taking someone to court for saying your mama.
Let's be clear, being raised by wolves is not a good defense.
It most definitely is. My client pleads guilty, but not guilty, but guilty, but not guilty, but guilty, by reason of insanity and malnourishment.
She can go for malnourishment, but she can't go for insanity because she told us.
Let me tell you,
she is insane.
She is tired of being embarrassed. Another reason why my client bought the hairdresser, like I heard you say your hairdresser is your therapist, and shout out to the hairdressers, okay? Because they get that good fingers down and they massage your scalp and massage all your secrets right out of you, okay? And I understand that, but how can your therapist be your therapist when you and the therapist have a communicating? Okay, we got to get on the same path. On top of my client, you got to understand, everybody had come to my client allegedly and told her that the lady who was beating her face, you know what I'm saying, was riding her husband. You know what I'm saying? And so she knew at the time that it was going to come out. She knew eventually, because these people who follow my client, they are vicious. They even went to pull up her mug shot from when she was getting 5-finger discount, like they ain't never stole nothing out of the store there. And they're like, oh, y'all done stole them nickel candies back in the day. You done stole them strawberry candies in your grandmother peppermints, but she told you don't get another candy.
Your client is a thief.
Okay? All y'all done stole. Don't judge not, least you be judged.
Your client.
Listen, my client had to get it how she lived.
Your client.
She was a young broke client student.
Argument with her hairdresser, her therapist, because she let social media get to her about her wig.
Listen, my client like her
out.
Excuse me, my client is cold. Oh, thank you, Martell, for lending her your furrow. We appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, Your Honor.
Martell Lenora Holt should not be in this courtroom right now.
Anyway, so my client used one Carson Blue because she has been embarrassed enough by her mother, embarrassed enough by the husband, and she knew that this story was going to come out. So unfortunately, one Carson Blue was, a victim of the war that's being waged between one Scots and Holtz. See, the Scots want to keep their drama quiet. And so my client knew time was running out and all of her shit was going to spill in the street. So she had to do something to hold on to her privacy a little bit longer. And so enters one Carson naive Blue by thinking my client was trying to really forge a friendship. Okay. She really wanted her to put another hump in her head and be a distraction because she was friends with the one slow sloppy slop. Okay. She knew it. She needed something, and she bought the idea of who Carson was to production. So she can keep her secrets in a little bit longer because in this situation, my client really doesn't have any true fans. There's no Tisha Needers or no Letitia DeVilles. We don't have a fandom like that. The
They're the T
fandom is
Squad.
torn into two factions, okay? And a lot of people say Team Holt, Team Scott, but that's not what it is. It's Team Love Mail or Team Hate Mail. My client really don't have a fandom. You don't hear nobody walking around here saying I'm a denture gripper.
She said they're called the T Squad.
Child.
That just sounds
So
stupid.
now my client, Tisha, how dare you? How dare you steal your name from the famous YouTube blogger giving you the real tea? That's what he said all the time. What's up, T Subs? Tisha. Oh, I'm
See,
sorry.
told you.
Oh my God, Your Honor, I'm sorry. I had to
You
knock
done knocked the client out.
I had to knock a little sense into my client, Your Honor, because
Your Honor, her client steals.
No violence in my courtroom, please.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
I was hoping maybe that little smack would knock a little sense into her, Your Honor.
Did it work?
Nope.
Well, she's a little, she went to sleep. I'm sorry. Um, I didn't mean to hit you that hard, girl. That's why I
Well,
made
wake her up before sentencing.
that's why I made her pay me in cash. Anyway, because I don't
Question,
trust checks.
defense. Did
I
she
don't trust
have?
checks. But my
Did she have the
client
cash
was
to you?
placed out of her office, so she went to production with the story and said, "Hey, come here, come here. I know Carlos. I know you said I was gonna have to say something because him and his raindrops, raindrops. Yeah, him, that man right there. Okay, he's a
Carlita
big mess.
King.
He pretends to be everybody's fault, and so she knows that it was time because he went to her and say, Tisha, girl, I know I told you we wasn't gonna have to talk about you and Marcel's mess, but we're gonna have to talk about you and Marcel's mess. Okay, because I can't keep pushing. I can't keep pushing the Martell and Mel storyline. Okay, because Mel is on her zen right now. She's on her zen. Yeah, she's on her. Yes, the peace, the light, the beauty, the presence. That's what Mel called me, and she's on now. Okay, I don't even have her number. Once we wrap the reunion and we say goodbye, Mel even changes her number from me. Yeah, I'm getting calls from Mel on the track phone now. Okay, when I try to call her about doing an interview, I have to actually go through Mel's assistant now. Okay, so I can't keep using that angle. And my client said, I got something for you. The girl who did my hair for the reunion. Yeah, the one y'all sent the invoice to, Carson Blue. Let me tell you, Carlos, she was friends with Ariel. And yeah, Ariel called her and told her, Carlos, that Martell wanted her to put out revenge porn on them. RP. Yeah, he was gonna have her on that thing, go 3,000. I'm telling you, you don't even have to mic her up, so that way people don't suspect you for being in on it, Carlos. You owe me this. You owe me this because you sat up there and had that conversation with Mel. with that girl who slept with my husband, but you didn't want to pay her enough. You owe me. You don't just put her on a show. She don't even have to have a mic. But the people, you know how the people are? They're going to find out who she is. And they're going to be talking about that. Thank you. Tisha, girl, Tisha, how long have you been sitting on this tea? My God, Tisha. I had to save it for the right time calls. And I'm glad you mentioned tea. We'll go ahead and have Mel plan a tea while the tea is being spilled and brewed that she don't even know about. Thank you for the green color. Tisha, girl, I love it. I love it. You get one more season to hide your shit. You get one more season to hide your shit. And that's how it went, Your Honor. So as you can see, my client is feeble-minded. And she is a fool. Well, she's not feeble-minded, but she is a fool. And so I plead reason of guilty, but not guilty of being guilty, but guilty. Because this is the likes of what she had to deal with.
Marcel told her to take that plea because that sounds like something he said.
This right here is what she had to deal with. You know, I mean, it's just disgraceful. Look at my client. You can see the unhappiness behind her eyes. Yeah, I'm asking the court today in my final statements before you send this case to the jury to let everybody know that crack is whack, crack is cheap. Okay. Oh God. And my client is innocent because she's in her stage now where she has to begin to learn that love don't love nobody. And when she come out, she'll be on the other side looking like this, about to bat her mama and that husband that disgrace her. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I ask, if your shoebox was ever empty. We all hit low points in our life. And unfortunately, being born to Wanda has been a complete low point all my client life that she just can't seem to get away from. Don't be imaged today. Have a heart. Reach out to my client who's been dealing with an empty box and been malnourished. How can you expect her not to be rotten? Her mama rotten, the food she was eating was rotten. I mean, she just been fed rottenness all her life. So rotten plus rotten equal rotten, which means that's why my client is rotten. If anybody is truly guilty here today, it is Wanda. Along with the man who need Tussie and Dove up under them stinking titties. Muscle. And with that, Your Honor, I rest.
Thank you, defense. Thank you, defense. I appreciate that. Any closing final remarks from you, prosecution?
I do. Letitia Scott has been prosecuted tonight. She's been defended tonight. But I want to point out that being raised by wolves does not equate to an adequate defense, because in the time of her being raised by that said wolf that she called a mama, she not only graduated high school, college, and went back for grad school with honors, she also had an opportunity to move out to California because she had a great job with all the benefits, and they were going to put her up until she found her a place to live, and they were going to give her a company car with Comcast. However, she made the conscious decision to go on a date with the husband whose breasts just go, and they go boom, 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 boom when he walks. She went on a date with that man. She then went, welcome to my Garden of Eden, as she put the legs to the moon and let him crawl on top of her and do his business and got pregnant.
I object. Using one of Cheetah songs is absolutely defamatory to the court.
She decided to do all of those things and got married to the man after only a few weeks of knowing him. She made conscious decisions to get married and have children and open businesses and allow her name to be signed on the dotted line to all of these, little business ventures that man with the click-clack breastises does. So, she is not a fool. She's an active participant to her downfall. She feels like people are preying on her downfall. They're preying on my downfall. No, she is the lead. She's ahead. She has crafted her downfall because every day of her life has been a series of choices, and she has decided in her big grown age of 41, going on 42. Ma'am, you and my mom are the same age. Stop that. She has decided in her big age to make bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. She has yet to make a good decision for herself because she would rather be the good daughter she feels like she needs to be to her mother, the wolf, who's a horrible cook, and the husband whose breast he just lays on asphalt and just rubs them around until he gets a little friction up there. Life has been a series of choices for her, and she's made bad choices every step of the way, even when she had every opportunity to choose something differently. Had a job in California with Comcast. I'm gonna go to Huntsville and marry this big-breasted, big-back, no-ass having man. Oh, he's cheating on me, and y'all have the evidence, and y'all have the people, and all I have to do is ride around and get it around the corner from my home. I just have to cross the freeway to go see what he's doing. No, he's not cheating. Your husband's cheating on you. He's doing stuff with my makeup artist. I'm going to continue to let her make a fool of me and do my makeup and have my neck and my face be two different colors because he's not doing that. He found her for me. He told her to come do my makeup, and I agree with everything he said. I look like a leprechaun from the hood. I look like the leprechaun from the hood in the movie pushing people off buildings. Well, I'm okay with that. I look like a pink loofah down to an AKA event with these pink pants that go into heels, but I am trying to be an AKA. I'm an AKA. I have to show up in my pink, but you didn't have any green on. I let this man just talk to me any way he wants to. That's okay. Because I know what I have to do to keep my man, and he's not doing anything wrong. He said that those children are my children, and he almost unalived our child by giving him peanuts, even though he's allergic to peanuts. That's okay. Next time, I won't leave him or my other children alone with the father. Those are my kids. See, life has been a series of choices for her, and every chance and every opportunity and every time there is evidence or other options for her, she chooses to stay and do the BS. She may be feeble-minded, but that is because she put herself there. At this point, personal responsibility has to take precedence. And I'm telling you now, this sounds like a personal problem to me. And jury, y'all could, say she's not guilty, but she's definitely guilty of something. She guilty for wearing a bump it after 2008. She guilty for wearing pleather all the time. She guilty for living in a twin XL home with the king size furniture. She guilty of not having like a real bar and having everything set on like a little dresser and all the bottles that they have that were gifted to them, because I don't know if you can afford that bottle of Clase Azul that you have behind you.
Ooh.
She's guilty of never being on brand and on theme when it comes to parties. She is always in some Daisy Dukes or something that is very much ill-fitting. She is guilty of trying to have a moment and make fetch happen, but I'm here to tell you, you're not making fetch happen, Gretchen. She is guilty of signing paperwork for a company that basically that husband of hers with the nasty, smelly, stank, smelling like shark shite breast has told her, I'm the CEO and you the president, so you just sit at home and count whatever money I tell you to count. She is guilty of all of these things. And really, I mean, if y'all find her innocent, y'all gonna be crossing the freeway to get y'all a little Slurpee from the 7-Eleven and living in a home that's gonna give you claustrophobia. And possibly, if you have a peanut allergy, living with a man who probably would throw peanut shells at you if he feels like it. That's all I have.
Okay.
Peanut shells.
Lord have mercy. Well, listen to your case. Jurors, I need you guys to put a 1 in the chat if Letitia Scott is guilty of being what y'all call it? All the things.
Feeble-minded.
A feeble-minded woman.
She
Fool.
also was skinning Dalmatians to get that hair.
Stop.
Not stealing
No
no
Dalmatians was harmed. That is all synthetic and saran wrap my client have on. Okay,
He
dyed saran wrap.
Dalmatians.
I need the prosecution to stop lying to the jury
Not
as they
saran
go.
wrap.
It is dyed saran wrap. Okay, it is dyed saran wrap laced with trash bag.
Order in my court.
Judge, hold on one thing. Did you say saran wrap laced with a trash bag?
No, I thought she said would die.
It is dyed saran wrap laced with a trash bag on top.
That is synthetic Dalmatian.
I'm gonna need you
Okay,
guys.
so no real Dalmatians was hurt, just the 4 ones. People walk around with 4 locks all the time. Why my client can't walk around with 4 Dalmatian on her head? She's starting a trend.
That's not a good trend.
And she even got blonde baby hairs.
1 in the chat if Tisha's guilty. 2 in the chat if she is innocent or don't need to go to jail.
I see a lot of ones.
Norris, you are being fined tonight. But how you doing? I seen a couple of ones. I ain't seen no 2s.
All ones, chef. Your judgeship. All ones are in the chat. There's not 1, 2.
And anyway. I do want to thank Love 7829D for the Cash App. I appreciate you. I forgot to roll these during.
Looks like 1 across the board.
Is the is the jury back, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So it's looking like we are definitely bailiff, do you have your you have your cups ready? Okay.
Already, Judge, already.
Okay. Letitia, you are guilty for being basically Chrissy Snow in a black I'm gonna need you to not be so dingy, okay? I'm gonna need you to go to jail. I'm gonna just let you go to jail. It's not even gonna be jail. It's gonna be more like back to school.
What?
You're gonna go to school for some common sense, not no books, no school books. We're gonna put you with let me see who I'm gonna put you with somebody. I'm gonna find somebody that I'm gonna pair you with that can school you on common sense and to read the room and understand when when your husband is lying to you. I want you to be able to see through the truth and the lies. So yeah, we're definitely gonna send you not to jail because jail is too harsh. You are a mother, so we're not gonna send you to jail, but you do need some common sense therapy. Okay, so that's what we're gonna send you to. Okay.
I volunteer, Judge.
Can you tell me to stop wearing all that pleather?
Okay, Tisha.
And stop selling wolf tickets.
Tisha, here's the thing, honey. We don't want you to wear the tight clothes. It almost looks like that they're too tight and they don't look comfortable. And we don't like that. That's a problem. So please, we want you to you and Martell, because he's next, Both of you guys need to keep your clothes up. If you're gonna lose some clothes up, you're definitely gonna have to do that. Okay, breathable clothes only. And the hump is forbidden. You are never to do that again. We can't have you walking around here with a hump on your head. Okay, pick a style. Like you can't have the hump and it down like a wrap. That's not it. It just makes your head look like a cone head. We don't want okay. So no more of that. Is there anything else that I'm missing?
That dress with the hump, the dress she wore when she had that hump. Throw that away.
The feathery ostrich.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. Those look like something you would pull off and stick in ink and start writing with. Don't do that. That's not it. Okay. We're not doing feathers. We are not chickens. We are not peacocks. We are not birds. We're just not. Now, if you want to be a bird, continue to wear that. That's what they're going to call you. Don't do that anymore.
I mean, she's already a bird, Your Honor. No offense.
Can you tell her? Can you tell her it's time to move out of that twin XL home where all the king size?
They renovating it. They renovating the judge. They renovating it right now.
That one I can't. That one is not her fault. She's been pressing for her husband to do that for a while and get her out of the situation. So on that one, she's not guilty. That
can you
counts.
tell them to get a real bar set up, like a real bar, instead of having it sitting on somebody's dresser that was supposed to be in a bedroom, having the clothes in the dining room, and now you got to come get your drawers out the dining room in front of company and being embarrassed.
Excuse me. First of all, my client eats pickle watermelon, so let's not. Okay, it's okay if y'all have to come over and see a little drawers y'all wear.
In the dining room, that's unsanitary.
Not the clean.
And her husband looks like the type that switch him out without taking a shower in the dining room in front of company.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
She's on trial.
When you have all of them hits, it's okay. And with that being said, are we moving to the next case?
Yes, go on.
Moving to the next case. We are bringing up Mr. Martell Holt. Go ahead, babe. Look, you can bring him in and you can bring up, I guess, yes.
The court will now come back in session for the, y'all all know this man, feeder alcohol having Martell Holt, who wears his son's clothes. Every time Tank goes over his house, he come back missing an article, and we're gonna need that to stop. So he coming to court. He cannot show any more clavicle because he is being a waste. He is being convicted or being tried for being a waste of narcissistic space, and it has to stop. So there you go, Judge.
I'm sorry, I put something in my mouth because I just was reading the comments. But
go ahead.
Prosecution, are you ready for your opening statement?
I am. We are here currently in court. Hello, Judge. Hello, defense attorney. I see you look nice, defense attorney. Hello, officer of the court. Hello, jury. Hello, everyone. We are here to prosecute one Martell LaShonda Holt.
Not LaShonda.
Mr. Holt has many infractions against him. He's actually been in this court before. I believe this is maybe the second to third time he's been here because he just keeps on going. No matter how many times he gets sentenced, no matter how many times he gets told to go to therapy, to go get that test for the builder's license, or anything else, he just keeps on coming back because he cannot do anything right. Doing something right and being on the path of righteousness is too much like right for him. He just doesn't know it. And the minute he tries to get on that path, it starts to burn. It starts to burn him. And then he has to turn around and go back down that path of just doing wrong all the time. Mr. Holt has decided multiple times on multiple occasions to harass and stalk his ex-wife. He is even scaring the other mother of his child by calling her on live while she's trying to explain some things to people.
Sorry, y'all.
He refuses to tell his mother to stop wearing those braids and get her clothes that fit and shoes that fit as well. And he hops from rental property to rental property. Behind the defense attorney is his new rental property that he is currently living in because he cannot afford the one he was in before. He's taken up the court's time here on All Rise Messy Night Court. He's taken up the court's time in the court in Alabama, Madison County. He's taken up all the time on air on OWN, and he's going to continue to do that. And he's going to continue to operate in the space of, I don't have to do anything because no one holds me accountable. He's never been held accountable a day in his life. And even when the court systems try to hold him accountable, he continues to do the wrong thing. He's just wrong. His face is wrong. His neck is wrong. His ankles is wrong. The muscles is wrong. His ears is wrong. That hook in the back of his head is wrong. Them teeth would be wrong if it wasn't for his current ex-wife. And the way he operates with women who, I couldn't even say who weren't family, because he doesn't treat family right either, is completely and utterly wrong. He's just wrong all up and through. And the Lord has a lot of work to do on him. And that is all I have at this moment.
Okay. Thank you, prosecuting attorney. Defense attorney, are you ready? Oh, my.
That is also his third rental property behind her. It is a house made of Newport shorts. He also likes to get Cool Filter King 100s and build him a, beach house as well.
Okay. Are you ready, defense attorney,
I am.
for your opening statements? Okay. Thank you. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen, officers of the court, jury, and nosy bystanders. First of all, I want to go ahead and tell you to like the video on all channels. Okay, make sure y'all liking the video. Now, the prosecution wanted to say that this was my client's house. But no, no,
His
no.
second rental.
This right here is how my client grew up. This is just a few of the packs. There's more. I can make it rain.
Oh,
All of the packs.
Is that Cool
of
Filter
cigarettes.
King 100?
No, that's the shorts and the
This is shorts.
You don't smoke, Martell, but your mama do. Okay, my client is a hoochie daddy who stole his wife's fur, one that he allowed me to adorn for court today. Little stole. We're gonna make it a little stole, a little fox, because when he was a little boy, the only movie they watched was Coming to America. And all he remembers King Jaffa Joffa. The only thing he ain't had no little lion, but this was the closest he was gonna get. And this thing just keeps sliding, so I can't wear it, Martell, and it's hot anyway. But with that being said, okay, my he's a hoochie daddy. Hoochie daddies are in. Okay, he was raised by a woman who was emotionally and mentally bankrupt. Okay, she had nothing. He grew up in a menthol moral state of mind.
Okay.
She had nothing that she can offer him except for a cigarette and a Bud Light. Nothing but a cigarette and a Bud Light and a plate from Wanda's. That's it. That's all. She was emotionally and mentally bankrupt. These people around here saying my client is a narcissist. He's not a narcissist. Okay? He's trying to recreate the love that he didn't get from his childhood. So since his mama was emotionally and mentally unavailable, emotionally and mentally bankrupt. So much so, her mental credit and her emotional credit was gone. And so he grew up thinking, the best way for a woman to love me, because my mom supports me no matter what the foolery I do, no matter how many women. Let's see, I divorced my ex-wife, had a baby on her, still slinging my D to my baby mom, but she allows me to get with Sheree while I have Boom Boom Belinda, and also head Hussy in charge down to DC. I mean, at this point, it's the running tab. I'm so confused. And my client is looking for the love that Martell was unable, that Menthol Mall was unable to give. And so he emotionally, he borrows all of the emotional credit from this ladies, all the mental credit from these ladies until they are emotionally bankrupt. And they love it. They love it. They go buy land from my client and then sell it to him back for $10 and some dick. I mean, he's winning. Okay. That's not a waste of a narcissistic space. Okay, that is using what you got to get what you want. I mean, would you people prefer? Would you people prefer if he was swinging it from a pole? I mean, do you really want to embarrass my cousin? Not my cousin. Oh God, I would never. My God, ugh. Which one of my cousins is talking about me? My ears itching. Do you guys really want my client to embarrass herself with little bitty balls? They've been held in so tight by those clothes. Okay, they've been held in so tight by those clothes. I mean, y'all think those shorts he be wearing is his? No, they're Mel's. He want to be so close to her that his balls have shriveled up so tight. If he was to swing from a pole, I mean, he would be embarrassed. He would make no money at all. No money at all. I mean, you don't even see a print when he wear those things. I'm convinced that my client here has to talk in order, and I mean, it doesn't even go all the way. It only goes halfway, because much like his brain has not grown since birth, neither did his neck, and so he has to overcompensate because he has SDS, small dick syndrome. And I'm going to go ahead, Your Honor, and rest at this time, as I will prove my case. My client is suffering from menthol abuse, and he's trying to recreate his childhood to get the love that Marlene didn't do. He saw her be emotionally bankrupt by the damage of all the men that her and Wanda had been through. And he figured, this is how you get a woman to cling to you. So he emotionally bankrupts them so that they're needing and depending on him and won't go anywhere to fulfill the love. Every woman he loved has ever left him. His grandmother left him, and he wasn't able to try out for football. Roger Goodell himself said the NFL lost out on a great treasure in Martell Holt. Now, there's nowhere you can Google that and find it.
I was like, wait, he said that.
There's nowhere you can Google find it.
But I
tried to get Mr. Goodell, but I do have a written statement. So much so he had the people type me up a booklet of things that he had to say about the NFL missing out on the likes of Martell Tragedy Holt.
Was it notarized? Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, got me.
With that being said, I will sit down, Your Honor. Do not count my client out because he likes leggings. Do not count my client out because he likes suits made of biking shorts with matching jackets. Okay.
I want to see that suit.
He is making a unisex line, one for men and women. They can be dressed alike. He's bringing back the 90s where couples dressed alike for church. Except for these days, the women aren't required to wear skirts. So, they pants suits. All you got to do is get your matching church lady hat, put it on top of your head and bless God.
That's actually a good idea, though.
I wish Coochie cutter suits is in.
They really are. So that's a good idea.
Coochie cutter suits is in. Okay. If your coochie not being cut in your suit, you're so early 2000s, 99s.
Okay, now.
Your coochie ain't being cut.
Tight balls win. eyeballs matter.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Okay. All right, prosecution. Please.
First and foremost, that man did get love and attention. He may not have gotten it from the woman who, laid down and gave birth to him, even though experts have said you are not supposed to actually lay on your back to give birth. I'm just telling you now. That's what the people said. It's been proven. Okay? He was raised by his grandmother, who gave him all the love she could possibly muster up and give, due to the fact that her daughter was a lackluster, low budget, low vibrational, non working, always drinking, always smoking, coochie popping, freak Nick. Okay?
Ooh.
She did everything she possibly could for him. And after she passed away, he blamed her for not going into the NFL, when truly, you don't know if you would have made it into the NFL or not, because not many actually do. And you don't know if you would have been able to play at the highest level,
Which is the NFL.
like a Tom Brady. Oh God, like a Patrick Mahomes, like a Michael Vick before the dog incident, like that man from The Blind Side. You don't know what you would have been able to do, because that was not meant for you. See, you are put where you need to be, and you were not meant to be in the NFL, but you went and blamed your grandmother at a wine launch. A wine you named after her. He can't spell. He went an entire day with alcohol spelled wrong. Everyone was telling him alcohol was spelled wrong, and he was deleting comments and blocking them as they told him alcohol was spelled wrong. He then took the post down and put it back up like it had been there for a full 23 hours. You had 1 hour left in the day and you decided to go ahead and take it down and put it back up. It did not help. Okay, that wine, it was white labeled. He told pregnant women that they could drink it even though it had an alcohol content of 13.5%. He was trying to hurt children. He was trying to hurt the future. I told y'all, Whitney Houston, nip it. Whitney Hutton said, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. He didn't believe that your children were the future. He was willing to allow pregnant women who just wanted to have a little taste of wine, because they couldn't have that, because they are growing the future leaders of this here country in their wombs. And they had this sweet red that had no alcohol content, and you could still feel like you wanted the girls at girls' night, even though
alcohol content. Marlene, I told you don't.
Even though you are carrying an extra person on board.
I'm tipsy right now. I bought my own INS to this court.
Your Honor, can you tell the defendant's mama to sit
Order in my court. Order in my court. Order in my court.
Carlos. Yes, Raindrop. You're going to have to pay me extra for having to deal with this. Okay, and I want it in cash right now. Or Martell on his own. Him, his coochie cutter, and his raggedy mama. They about to be on their own. I ain't got time for this. I already believe he guilty anyway. No, Raindrop, I'm gonna pay you right now. How much you need? I need $250K cash. You got it on you? Yeah, you knew he had a fool. Thank you. I apologize, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get them under control.
Taking bribes in court.
That's not a bribe.
That's not a bribe. He had to pay me because I was about to quit. Girl, you was about to. I'm about to be no case.
This man has showed up to homes that he does not live in, that he was not even supposed to know where this person lived, his ex-wife, uninvited, unannounced, trying to step into her home, trying to step into the bad side like he is Cece and Curtis on Dreamgirls. Step into the bad side. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm trying to get in your house. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mel, step aside. Mel, step aside. I'm trying to step into the bad side today. He was trying to step in that house. And she told him, you didn't call? You asked to come pick up a backpack. I got the backpack right here. You ain't never walked up in this house. You've been in the backyard, okay? You want to talk in the backyard, we'll go in the backyard. He didn't want to go into the backyard, so he decided to slut shame her like he's been doing all these years. He did it while they were married. He did it during the divorce, and he's still doing it till this day. He is a stalker. That woman was trying to leave a party, and he said, let me walk you to your car. And she said, I don't need you to walk me to my car. Let me walk you to the car. I don't need you to walk me to my car. He was harassing her and beat her down until she said, well, she didn't actually say he could walk her to her car because he went over to 2 other people. Oh, that's right. Oh my God. I just saw it in my future. I'm Raven Simone. The Whitlows, who he is going to cause problems with this Saturday because he is going to harass and yell at a pregnant Tiffany Whitlow for asking questions of a woman who he's in a business arrangement with because the defense is being paid by his boss. And they have been put together because his boss wants to be back on Bravo. It's not a real relationship. That man also stuffs his drawers with 2 socks that he get down to the sauce and swap meat for 5 to 10 a pack. Sorry. I got a little passionate. Okay? I got a little passionate. That man is a stalker. He is harassing people. He's an abuser. Okay? It's all been proven. It's all been proven. Not here. Well, it's been proven in this court multiple times, and it's been proven in a court in Alabama. Okay? He showed up to his children's birthday unannounced, even though last year he was invited to the birthday party. Even though it's 56 days, they got special permission to allow him to come, and he decided that he would rather be at the lady who he was calling on live, telling her to get her off live because you're not doing it like I told you to do it. You're not saying what I told you to say. The people ain't believing you. Why are you ignoring the people asking you what about the tape? 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 We don't care what you got to say. We don't care about the fake DM. What about the tape? She wasn't doing it the way he said. She wasn't doing it the way he said do it. So he was calling her and texting her to get off the live. He decided to be at the birthday party of that woman's oldest child that he is not biologically related to. He missed the youngest child's first birthday to be with and be at the birth of. Well, not actually the birth, because we don't know when that child was born, but to be with said woman that he is told to get off live. And he's scared, and she was just shaking, and she had to pull back to prove to the world that she wasn't pregnant, even though the people say she had a baby girl, but we don't know that. He's missed birthdays, and he decided to show up at this birthday with the help of that man who is paying the defense to defend this man that I'm prosecuting currently, with the help of him and the rest of the production team, with a parking spot right up there at a private event. That skating ring had a sign on the door that said, this is a private event. You better come back from the hours of 5 to 9 because the hours of 2 to 4 is taken up. This is a private event. You didn't pay. You don't get to play. Okay? So he pulls up and he walks in with no gift. Even though people say he had a gift, he walked in with no gift. He walked in with a tracksuit, and it looked like a tracksuit he stole from his granddaddy in 1895. Okay, I don't like, how did he have a tracksuit from 1895? They preserved it. Okay, they preserved it. They pickled it and then unpickled it because you could do that. So he could wear it to the birthday party. Showed up with the cameras, even though the ex-wife said we're not doing that today, to cause problems. He then yelled in her mother's face because she was trying to calm the situation down when told the police will be called on you because you weren't invited. He said, well, call them. In the confessional, call them. Because guess what? You've called the cops on me multiple times and they've always been on my side. And I said, no, I don't think they have. But he left. And she said, you could get the children. Well, the child whose birthday it was that day, but because they're a week apart, they celebrate together. You can get her for her birthday later because it'll still be her birthday. Okay? From 5 to 9. You can get her from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay? Even though it's still not your week and it's still not your day. And he decided to hop on a flight to go to Atlanta to be with the woman he has a business arrangement with, to be at a party for one Candy Burst Tucker and one Todd Tucker. Even though y'all are not friends and then people don't fool with you. It's really giving. I hopped the flight to go be with Boom Boom Belinda. Yes. Boom Boom, if y'all don't know her, Belinda. See, Boom Boom Belinda, for the folks that don't know, was down there at the house in Atlanta when he had the first wine launch, when he had the stolen fox right here sitting on his left titty. Okay?
Whoa.
She was down there, and we all thought that she was fixing plates and everything. We thought she stayed for the defendant we just saw, her husband with the click-clack breastises. We thought she stayed for him, but that's not the case. See, Boom Boom Belinda, based off public records, because it's a beautiful thing, is said to have bought property with the current defendant, and then she gave the property to him. And then has been said to have bought $24,000 worth of new property. See, he's a user. And he's going to use anyone he can get a hold of until he can't use them anymore. He used his ex-wife to get new teeth, to get a better haircut, to get to a higher status down there in Huntsville, because the people wasn't checking for him because they knew that he was down there stealing in his mother is a human distillery. They wasn't checking for him. He was a menace to society there. But he got with one Melody Cherie, and he used her until she said, "You're not going to use me no more, and you're not going to suck all my energy out of me, you energy vampire." So then he moved on. He started using the Scots. He got stuff on them, so he's going to use them until he can't use them no more. And the minute this is an abusive relationship, I'm telling y'all now, it's very abusive. The minute they decide to just get a little something about themselves and say, "I can't take it no more. I will tell my own. I'm not doing this no more." He hits them with something else with the, "Well, you don't want someone to find out about this, so you're going to stay in this business relationship with me, and you're going to do whatever I tell you to do because I own you." That is his words to the Scots. That's how he feels about this. They must do and say whatever he wants them to do because he has the power to end them. He's doing it to the man who's paying the defense to defend him. Carlita King. I'm pretty sure you blocked me because I told you nobody cared what you thought. Okay? All right. He's using Carlita to get on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but Carlita is using him too because he wants to be back there on Bravo. So they both decided to concoct this plan to use She by She Does Not Pay, one Sheree Whitfield, but that is not even her name no more because she's not married to Bob. She just decided to keep the name, but Bob said, "I'm gonna let her keep it because she ain't gonna get no money out of me. I'll let her keep the name." But she too is using. They're all users. It's a circle of users. Everyone's using everyone. And nobody's getting anything out of it because at every turn they try to use each other, they get smacked back down by reality. The reality is no one believes that Martell, Lenore Holt, and Sheree, I don't pay, and I don't have no friends, Whitfield, and Carlos, Raindrop, Drop Top, killing in my hot box, King, are really anyone to pay attention to. Okay? They're not. Hold on. I've said it before, he's verbally attacked Mel on multiple occasions. He likes to slut shame her. And
Objection, Your Honor. He was not verbally attacking her. He had a case of
Make it good.
IAF, and that's what was going on. It's a mental condition. It's called I Act the Fool.
that is not a proven mental condition.
That is not.
He's verbally abused his ex-wife on multiple occasions, and we've seen it not only on social media, but we've seen it on a television show. And Lord knows what happens when the cameras aren't rolling and he doesn't have Instagram fingers because he stays off Twitter. Okay? He's faking a relationship with Sheree. He's tried to insinuate that he wanted to have a threesome with Chef Jessica when all Chef Jessica came over to do was to cook food, get her money, and leave. And I hope she got the money before she came over there to cook, because we all know Sheree don't pay.
At all.
Okay? He likes to slide into people's DMs. One Kenya Summer okay, slid into her DMs 2 times and deleted once.
Objection, Your Honor. He didn't slid. He ran. There's a difference.
Okay, I
I mean,
retract
she would have
my,
been a higher status than she, but she not. So he was running to the inbox. I
I
need the
retract my statement,
prosecution
Your Honor.
to be correct.
Okay.
Your Honor, may I rephrase?
Yes.
He ran. Okay, he's a runner. He's a track star. He gonna run away when it get hard. He gonna run to them DMs because Kenya is the one. He ran to them DMs quick, fast, in a hurry. He ran so fast that the Stacey Adams was burnt off his feet. And he was feeling hot asphalt under them feet to get to Kenya's DMs. And when he finally got someone who would bite, because Kenya said, I know an abusive man when I see one. I've had them before. I don't want them. And therapy is working, okay? Therapy. He deleted the DM and then tried to insinuate that Kenya was a female foe. Tried to insinuate that she answers all the DMs she gets, but in reality, she gets so many. How would she even know to, answer just everybody's? Nobody has time to do that. He wears tight suits. The suits are so tight that I got a little song on my heart.
Oh, Lord.
I have two. And one, he sings to Mel. Baby, come back. My suits are tight. My nuts hurt. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. My nuts are trying to be free. Baby, come back. I was wrong. I possibly have lost a ball. Baby, you can blame it all on me. These suits hurt. And I'm trying to make a penny. Baby, come back. He was singing that outside of Mel's house with a boombox, trying to get her to take him back with his backup dancers, Marcel Scott, Maurice Scott, and Mark Scott. They was all his backup singers and backup dancers, and she was trying to get her back. Currently, he has had a launch of his suit line. If it pleases the court to show those pictures of what that suit looks like.
You ain't nothing but a hoochie daddy. You ain't nothing but a hoochie daddy. Oh, you ain't nothing but a hoochie daddy. You ain't nothing but a hoochie daddy. Crush them nuts, crush them nuts, crush them nuts, crush them nuts. Oh, you ain't nothing but a hoochie daddy. You ain't nothing
Ma'am, we're in the court.
I'm so sorry, Your Honor.
I'm so sorry, Your Honor. Your Honor, look at this. He don't even have lotion on his knees.
Oh, Jesus.
Got glazed.
Aquanisha. That is his new name. Water on the knees. That's all that's on the knees. The knees is ashy. The ankles are ashy too. Aquanisha. Water on the knees. He wears Stacey Adams without socks on. His feet stink. They smell like garbage truck juice. It smelled like he was forced running all them miles.
I object, Your Honor. I object, Your Honor. My client has a touch of gout with 80% athlete's foot. We just ask that you tell him put some cornstarch up in them shoes, because you can't use that Johnson no more, because they got a lawsuit against him.
Yeah.
He has cankles. Listen, the next song he was singing was Come on down and get you a suit from Martell. If you want a yeast infection, this is where you need to be. Come on down and get a suit from Martell. You gon' lose your nuts, but that's okay. Come on down and get a suit. Come on down and get a suit. Come on down the Soul Train line and get you a suit. Come on down and get a suit. Come on down and get a suit. I may have lost my nuts, but you can still come on down and get a suit. Come on, Belinda, and get a suit. Come on, Judge, get a suit. Come on, Court, get a suit. Get a suit, 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 get a suit. And if you
I'm
just
never
don't
going to
have
do this,
to
Lord.
get a yeast infection, just don't sue me, cause you can wear your suits to court. Come on down and get a suit. Come on down and get a suit. Come
Ma'am,
on
can you
down
make her
and get a
stop?
suit. Come on down and get a suit.
Make her
Oh,
stop.
Jesus. Yeah,
And
Anna,
if you happen
please.
to
We
get,
need a 1 minute break, man.
and if you just so happen to get a yeast infection, lose a ball, please don't sue me because I don't have the money. My ex-wife left me.
Not a yeast infection and lose.
This man
Oh,
took his ex-wife to court because he is controlling, he is manipulative,
Lord.
and he wants to be back in the good graces, so she will pay his bills like she did before, and she will, hide all his wrongdoings away from the children to save them from having to see that their father is a bottom-feeding, low-vibrational, non-thinking, tight suit wearing, yeast infection having,
Damn.
Aquanisha, water on the knees, big hook-headed heifer. He took her to court to try to get full custody of those children because he felt like that was the way to hurt her. And also, he wanted all of his children to, and I mean the 4 he has with the ex-wife and the 1 he has with that woman he was scaring so badly that she was shaking and showing the phone. Yes, this is Belinda. This is him calling Kenya a 304 and insinuating that she was one. This was the lady. Hold on. That's Belinda. That's Boom Boom Belinda. Boom Boom Belinda has got multiple properties with him. Boom Boom Belinda has been to red carpets. He called her his girlfriend and not his friend girl. We don't even know what a friend girl is. Okay? And that lady who was on Instagram Live saying, see, I don't know, who is y'all saw this.
Make her
He
stop.
wants them to all live the same life that he was accustomed to. It's not about the children. So he took his ex-wife to court. And the judge said, this custody, how it's set up, it's going to stay that way. Because you have no evidence for it to be changed. But what I will do is make sure that neither one of you can post the children on social media. And you, ma'am, you're going to have to change this little line of yours away. You no longer can use the child known as Sugar Mama to the public. You can't use her as the spokesmodel. No. But what he will do and what he will allow, not the judge, this man who wears tight suits and has stank feet with foot fungus, bunions, and currently he has an ingrown toenail, and I know it hurts, and that's why he was walking to the side on them Stacey Adams. He will allow boom, Belinda to post his children on Instagram in a video on Mother's Day talking about I love being a bonus mom, and you're not a bonus mom because you're not married to him.
When that happened.
Yes, he will allow that to happen. He will allow someone to talk about his children until he needs to step in to make it seem like he's such a good guy to his ex-wife. But when they're on the outs, he'll let anyone say and do anything and embarrass her. He tried to come up with a plot, a scheme with a woman who was, y'all see, she was talking to me. She said I look nice. She said my bun was okay. She said my children are adorable. She said she liked my BMW that, I said I crashed, but then someone said it was stolen, but we all know it was repossessed. She said she liked all of that about my life. And, I didn't tell her that you told me to pretend to be a man because that is what's been said and confirmed by the ex-wife. And we all know it's true because between the Saturday and Sunday back and forth, he was insinuating that there was a sex tape that he was going to put out on her. And revenge porn is a Class C felony, up to 10 years in prison in Alabama. He wanted the lady who was going like this and pull it back, like this and pull it back, rocking back and forth, to pretend to be a man, to post that tape to social media. the internet's forever, so it wasn't going to go anywhere. It was probably going to end up on X and X videos, Pornhub, OnlyFans, Twitter, because that's turned into Porno Station. And he wanted her to pretend to be a man and say that that was his ex-wife and this alleged man in the video, and that the ex-wife was sobbing this man's knob and grinding the pepper, and she was just doing all the little nasty freaky things that he claimed that she does, even though people would have been able to recognize who it was in the video with her, and that she too would have been able to recognize who was in that video if it had happened, and that everybody was in on this plot and everybody knew. But that man wants us to believe that he is such a good person and that he is also good people. He has tried to convince us so many times that him and Sheree are a couple. In reality, he plays her like she's nothing. He plays her to the side. He pays her dust. When he had an event for Upscale magazine where he let those people airbrush him so much that he looked like Casper the Friendly Ghost, low budget, low vibrational, broke down, backwoods, backwaters, hillbilly cousin.
Look like Charlie Brown.
And he had this event, and he brought She Does Not Pay In, and she came in with her little leather jacket and her little bodysuit and a little heel with a big old ponytail, like she's back in the 8th grade, and she's swinging the ponytail.
She with her hair back and forth.
Yes, to an event where it was semi-formal, and he thanked everyone but her. And when he was going around saying hello to the people, like he's Miss America, Miss USA, like he's Miss Universe. Hello, my adoring fans. Oh my God, oh my God, I can't. I'm Mr. Upscale, and I love all of you. And I just want to say, I want to thank, the coordinator for the party. I want to thank the party planner. And I want to thank myself because I got here on my own and no one helped me whatsoever. Not my mother, not my grandmother, not my Uncle Sam, not the ROTC, not the counselors down to the school, not my ex-wife who got me new teeth and a better standing in college, not the woman who had multiple children for me, not the woman who had multiple big A's for me, not even the woman I have on my side right now, because she doesn't matter. It's all about me. It's all about me. Yeah, me, myself, and I. It's all about me. Mama Madonna ain't got nothing on me. Mama Beyonce ain't got nothing on me. Sheree ain't got nothing on me. Diva what? Diva who? Diva where? That's me.
What is going on right now?
That's what he gives all the time. And him in those tight suits, if you let him, are going to lead everyone to the world of damnation. He is a low vibrational, non-thinking, yeast infection shorts wearing, ashy kneed, big headed.
God damn.
Want to be a builder but has no builder's license man. And that's all I have right now.
Can we
That's
plug,
awful.
can we plug the cousin's business one more time while we take a quick break?
Poor child. Make sure y'all liking the video. Let me know when you are ready for the prosecution, Your Honor.
I'm ready for the defense. I am definitely.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm ready for the defense. I'm ready whenever you are. I love the way that the prosecution let her put her fan up. Jesus, what's going on?
What is going on? What? Right. I told you take a break.
Yeah, Anna. Can you imagine growing up as a kid?
There's no alcohol in my court. What is going on here? Are those empty bottles?
Your Honor, this is evidence.
That's vodka.
Okay, go ahead.
This is evidence. This is evidence. Can you imagine growing up where your mama held your cigarettes, her beer can, and her bottle tighter than you? Or can you imagine, Mom, I'm hungry. Oh, you hungry? You need something to eat? That puff right there, that should do you one good. Okay, you're hungry. Yeah, and let me give you 2 puffs. That's dessert. This, Your Honor,
She got
is how my
2
client grew up.
puffs.
My client grew up where his mother was snuggled with the bottle instead of cuddling him as a baby. Okay, I'm just saying, Your Honor. Okay, and when we want to talk about my client's suits, okay, and his feet, first of all, I need y'all to give my client a little bit of grace for walking around with feet.
Judge, I need a perfect.
I cannot.
These are the feet of shame. These are the feet of oppression.
Those are the feet of slaves. What the hell is going on?
Can you imagine?
You are
Can
so
you imagine?
Mm-mm.
My client walks around like this every day.
Judge, I
My
need a
client
perfect.
my client
They
walk
was
around like
sweaty.
this every day. It's absolutely, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Baby, if they'd have been sweaty out of that.
You would be hurting people too if you had to walk around on feet that have tracked the ocean floor for the ancestors. Okay, my client has walked so much in his life. He walked the ancestral route at the bottom of the ocean. See, what y'all didn't know is my client was in Africa with Marceau. When Marceau got on the plane, he had to walk there, thus rendering his feet looking like this, and he walked in his penny loafers.
Judge.
Oh my
Let
God.
it be clean, talk.
He walked in his penny loafers. Y'all want to continue to talk about my client and everything that he's doing? He hits the bottle. Okay, he hits the bottle. He's a little drunk.
You're so wrong.
He's a little drunk. He's a little out of there. He is out of control.
He looks like E.T.
You know what I'm saying? He is. Thank you, Melissa, for the super chat. I do appreciate it. No, God. Yes,
Thank
God.
you, Melissa.
I'm just
Thank
saying.
you.
Thank you.
My client walk around here and act like he's a king, but it's merely a show. It's merely a show. He know he isn't a king. He know he isn't peasant. But my client say, why can't he be a city boy? If the women is getting flued out, he want to get flued out too.
City boys wanna do the hot girls, wanna do the city boys.
Okay, he want to be flued out
City
too.
boy with it.
You know what I'm saying?
His mama was a city girl.
The women is getting bags and he getting land. I mean, I feel like we can all take a class from my client.
No
yeah,
God.
Okay, because y'all getting bags and trips and he getting land. Like he is really out here conning the smartest of women.
Your Honor.
And
Like
they
you said.
know. Did you not see when his alleged baby mama said that she allowed him to go to the chateau? They know. So why are we pretending?
Your
Mel
Honor.
was with my client and knew. And we had called. She had did the pull up. She spent the block.
Your Honor. Could
She
you
spent the block.
Could you tell the defense
Oh,
that his
no.
client is in the chat saying he wants a new lawyer?
I mean, well, listen, I'm giving him the best defense Carlos paid for because really you could have nobody. Really, you're undefendable if you really want to be honest. Okay, because really you are unscrupulous. Like there's nothing anybody can say. I'm trying to give you the gigolo theory. You was out here like Nick Cannon. I'm a gigolo and lots of those. That ain't yours.
Go back.
So you might want to calm down up in them comments.
Please, because you're going to make her lose it. Don't do that.
In them comments. Because the fact of the matter is, Your Honor, my client is trash. I'm going to just be honest. He's trash.
Okay.
But he's trash with a God complex.
Oh, God.
But most men with a God complex is trash. So he's just being who he is. He was born trash. He went through elementary school being trash, middle school being trash. He was a trash football player. I mean, listen, look at my client's body the way it is right now. Look at my client and how he looks right now. And I just want the court
Judge, he is begging you to
If
get him
you
a new
grew
lawyer.
up looking how my client look, you would be cocky too.
Judge, he begging you in the chat to give him a new lawyer.
If
And we
you
also
grew up
had somebody
looking,
trying to creep in the courtroom.
rest in peace to our good Auntie Tina.
My auntie Anime felt like we called her Tina with the legs. Y'all don't know how that got no.
If you grew up, Your Honor, looking like this,
Oh
look
God.
how he looked.
Oh,
You can see the deformation in his face.
Look at them
You can
ears.
really tell that Marlene was out there in the Huntsville. See, y'all don't know about the crop circles in Huntsville, okay?
He's a children's
Or
book.
in Landing. And child, they found Marlene in Ghana.
Not Ghana.
Y'all they found her and got her. She spent the whole pregnancy at Area 51. Okay, and I have proof. Everybody would want to know what Martell daddy looked like. Here you go. Here you go. What can you expect? The man is half human, half alien.
Hey,
On his home planet of fuck boy. This is how they act.
Oh my
This
God.
is all they understand. They feel like the women deserve it. But the thing about it is, he only keeps his side piece baby mama around because she's the only one who's dumb enough to actually let him control her. I mean, these other women are doing what they want out of pure persuasion. She's just foolish and listen. So do we really blame my client for that? No, we should blame her mother, Mother Cabbage. Because Mother Cabbage grew up living a side chick life. And somebody has to provide these roles. I mean, Mel was busy. She couldn't give my client the head he needed. But really, that was just an excuse because Mel passed the builder's test. Mel helped him get through college. Mel actually, I think, put him to college, allegedly. Mel had everything going on. Mel was actually the head of the businesses. Meanwhile, he was the babysitter while his ragged ass mama sitting around here talking about that he was being worked too hard when he wasn't working for nothing. He was taking a side hole on the business trip that Mel booked. Okay? So when Mel left him, the audacity of her to pull out the covering for everybody to realize she is the one who actually wins everything, who actually is the breadwinner, not him. Not him, which is why we ended up with this.
Are we no longer defending him?
This is why we ended up with this. A white label wine with alcohol being spelled wrong. I mean,
served to pregnant women.
It's tragic.
Oh,
it's tragic. I'm saying that to say my client isn't a narcissist. I mean, actually paying Freddie O.
I'll put the ones in the chat
to follow them around. Actually thinking he was dating a celebrity. I mean, this man is delusional. Yes. The fact that he sat on TV and said, when you're dating a celebrity, everybody wants to be in your business. But dating her is really just a pattern of the side chick movement that he supports. Ariane was a side chick to him. Sheree is a side chick to Rohan. Whenever they can't find anyone good in they call her back. I mean, he has a pattern here.
Oh my God.
He has a pattern. And it's an established pattern. And so I want y'all to understand he needs help. He needs help.
So, defense attorney, are you seeking help for him or?
Yes, we seek that he be put in a padded room with a jacket of self-love reinforced with steel walls. We want them to blast Melody Cherie's music 24 hours a day, every night, every hour. He gets served through a window. There must be a little bucket in the room because we do not trust him to even use the restroom, okay? He's criminally insane. We're also requesting that all visitation with the kids be supervised because he's gonna try to give them peach cobbler to tell what Mel is doing. See, this is right here. This is where we need to send him. Okay. I've been trying to file all of the claims in the world. Narcissistic, He is not, but a waste of space, definitely. Roger once told me that he wished that this was not his child. He wished he would have found another human to procreate with had he known that Marlene was around
But
here
check your DMs.
with the bottle and the cigarettes. He would have chose better. Okay. He would have chosen better. But now he's walking around here with a son that gives out DDE to all women. I mean, listen. I'm going to put this out here, and I'm just going to be honest. Okay, you cannot, you can absolutely not. Okay, walk around in a suit like this and not give dirty dick energy.
SDE.
It's not just him. Like, why is my client the only one up here? I mean, you had this man right here, name him Marty. Why is he not up here? Okay. He's also a member of the FBC as well. Fuckboy crew.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why y'all putting, y'all know one Melody Cherie Hope said she was married to a queen. Recognize a queen when you see one. Y'all always talking about recognizing a queen and respecting a queen. Why aren't you guys respecting this queen?
I want to see the rest
We
of this.
always go up for bitter baby mama antics, but when my client becomes a bitter baby mama and want his child support, it's wrong. The audacity of you all to confuse this queen with a man.
He has joint custody.
The audacity of you all to confuse this queen with a man. He is male, but not a man. I want y'all to understand. When you hang with the likes of someone that look like this and married to someone who acts like this, I mean, what do you expect? Everybody cover for him. But these women are no victims. Ha! And this Kenya Mora. I mean, who is she to judge anybody? Okay. I ran up in her DMs and she felt like I had red flags. Well, red flags when you walk into somebody's hair care launch, hey, wig line with your own band, but I'm the one with the red flags?
Yes.
That's ridiculous. And everybody want to talk about alcohol being spelled wrong on my wine bottle. It was
turned
creative.
into Martell.
It was creative.
Or you drunk when you wrote it.
Okay. My mama wrote it. Thank you.
So she was drunk.
Oh, I thought it was Melanika, my bad.
My mama wrote it. I need y'all to understand, okay?
Oh,
The audience is crying for her to stop. Because
thank you, DT, for becoming a member of the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Check my DM. Oh God, I'm so afraid of this. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it.
I am scared.
Oh yes,
she went from defending him to
I am defending because I want y'all to understand that my client is a mess.
And now she's him.
Now she's him.
My client is a mess. I want y'all to know that. I mean, they say God don't bless no mess. And if God don't bless no mess, then y'all should understand why my client can't do nothing right. He a mess.
Oh, we understand.
He's a mess. I want y'all to understand it, okay? I want y'all to know that my client has FNI. Well, actually, it's called FNI, okay? I want y'all to understand. While Mel was trying to be FNF, my client was developing FNI. For those of you who don't know what FMI is, it's called fuck nigga impulse. Okay? See, she thought that I was gonna that Martell was gonna let her get away scot-free. He can't read nothing. He can't even read the menu at McDonald's without her.
Maybe now she back at
she had the audacity to feel like she was gonna leave him. Oh no.
Yeah, she's the lawyer again.
Oh no. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. My client, Your Honor, is struggling. He done lost his sense of security. And technically everything Mel said that she was going to do, that she's now doing, I mean, my client was the supporter.
Yes.
Right now she's selling Seventh Heaven. You know what I'm saying? Seventh Heaven. I ought to call it WB. Wasn't that they show?
I thought it was Seventh Avenue.
It is.
Listen, my client told me it was called Seventh Heaven. Okay, you got me up here saying the wrong thing.
He's setting you up.
You know he
You
can't
don't
read.
pay me
You
enough.
just
You don't
told
pay
us
me
that.
enough for this shit. You don't pay me enough for this shit, Carlos. Absolutely. This is ridiculous. Well, whatever. But my client was in on that. And then she had the audacity to file bankruptcy and open a new company. How rude. How absolutely positively rude. And then I got to sit around walking around with a mama that look like this. And y'all wonder. Y'all really wonder? This is ridiculous. I got to fight all my life and struggle. My client is fighting. He's struggling to present like this for you guys to see on the outside when he feels like this on the inside.
Oh God.
He's trying to hold
DT,
his inner queendom in.
Nola and DT are punished after this.
And y'all keep acting like y'all don't understand. You ain't never been hurt. You ain't never did nothing wrong, and then somebody want to hold it against you. I mean, I know I've been cheating. I know he cheated the whole marriage. I know he got male and the outside lady pregnant several times again. Several times again. And I mean, y'all act like y'all can't forgive him. My client, as I stated, is a waste of space. Okay, he is a waste, not a narcissist, just a waste of space. Okay, he actually thinks that he is God's gift to women. And the women flock to him, no matter how toxic he is, no matter how much he serves dirty dick energy, no matter how much he mentally, physically, and emotionally bankrupts their soul. So is my client really guilty? Because they keep flocking. They stay in his comments telling him, you a good man.
Savannah.
Because they were all like, is it his fault that they all took Betty Wright literal by saying having a piece of man is better than having no man at all? I mean, are we really going to hold my client responsible for just being a piece of a boy? I'm just saying.
Yep.
City Boys up 3,000. My client just had a woman buy land and then transfer it to him for $10. I mean, because he finessed her. He finessed her pockets. Charged a few things on her credit cards, allegedly. But I mean, she allowed it. She allowed it. They have a couple properties, and she sell it to him. She puts up the thousands and thousands and thousands upon thousands of dollars and sell it to him for $10. He is winning. I mean, y'all didn't act like this with Ari bought the land for her man. Why Martell can't have land as well? And Your Honor, I'm arresting this damn case to the jury because I really can't defend this little bastard no more. I ain't got no more in me. I did the best I could. I can't go no more, Your Honor. I recuse myself from this case. I can't stand this bastard. His feet look like this. His mom is trash. He is trash. He is tragic. No, to God, I can't do it, Your Honor. I
have a
hold
closing
myself in contempt of
argument.
court. Carlos ain't paying me enough to lie like this.
Can I make my closing statement?
I ain't got nothing else. I ain't got no more energy. Carlos ain't paying me enough to lie like this.
Your Honor, may I make my closing statement to the people?
Girl, you don't even need no closing statement. I quit. He is the. Can I
But
go
it's
to
a
the
song
jury
on my heart.
box?
It's a song on my heart that your client recorded, or your former client.
What?
My tight suits are here. They're still here, here, here. Even though my nuts is crushed, they are still here, here, here. Let me break it down. I know the judge is looking at me. I can't do this. I think it's horrible.
I apologize. I apologize, Your Honor. I just got a little bit more money.
No,
I'm gonna
no,
try to.
no, 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 no. Yeah, quit.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to bring it on home. I'm gonna try to bring it on home.
Okay.
Baby,
Your Honor.
was his
my
mom,
no, that's my.
his
Sorry, that
lawyer,
was my twin sister. She came in here playing. My real closing statement
him,
is this man
and Nola. She
is
was
horrible.
she
This
was
man,
him, his lawyer, his mama, and Nola. She was
I was working hard.
whole different people.
yes. My closing statement is my twin sister. She came in. She tried to act full. It didn't work. My closing statement is this man is horrible. He's proven time and time again that he will throw anyone under the bus. The judge, his defense attorney, his alleged boyfriend, Carlos King,
Oh, God.
Sheree,
Hey, larger curves.
his defense attorney, the officer of the court, the prosecution, DT with all the photos he got of him, his mama, his kids, his ex-wife, the Scotts. Did I say Sheree? He will throw her under the bus. Boom, boom, Belinda, Destiny and her bad wigs. He'd throw everybody under the bus if it meant that he would get him a little piece of something. Because he did listen to Betty Wright. But what he got from it was not a piece of having a piece of man is better than nothing at all. It was having a piece of everybody's pie is better than going out and baking me one myself. It's better than having to go out and get all the ingredients fresh for me to sit at home and actually take the time to work on a perfect pie, which then would equate to life. He would rather steal from everyone else and make everyone else feel bad about themselves while he is wearing nut huggers all day, every day, down to the pool, down to the schools, down to the basketball court, and probably down in court while he is trying to show his goods to the judge, hoping the judge will work in his favor, and it does not work. This man is horrible. It is hard. I know how hard it was for the defense to try to defend him. I know it was. And no amount of money in the world will ever try to help. Carlos tried to bribe me to throw the case. It's not going to happen. Carlos tried to bribe me.
Where's he at? He's in contempt of court.
If you want a suit, come see Martell. I got a red one, a blue one, a green one too. Your nuts may hurt, but you can't sue. If you need a suit, come see me. If you need a suit, come see me. I got suits for your mama. I got suits for the
Not your
kids.
mama.
I got suits for the judge if she lets me win. I got suits. Do, do, do. I got suits. Do,
I
do,
cannot take
I got
y'all.
suits. Do, do, do. I got suits. Do, do, do.
Oh, my
My
God.
nut hurts, my right one too, but I still got suits.
Y'all
I
gonna have
got
all the
suits.
people late for work tomorrow. Mess with y'all too
I
crazy.
got suits.
Lord Jesus.
I got suits. I got suits.
If you
I got
want a suit that you can dress like your woman, shop, hope,
Oh, God.
shop, hope.
I got
Cause you
suits.
can be a hoochie daddy and she can be a hoochie mama. Shop hope.
I
Shop
got
hope.
suits. I got
You
suits.
can be a hoochie daddy and she can be a hoochie mama.
I
Stop
got
hope.
suits.
I
Stop
I got
hope.
suits.
She could be a city daddy and a
You
city
can
mama.
be a city boy and she can be a city girl.
I
Shop
got
hope.
suits.
Shop
I got
hope.
suits.
Anybody late for work tomorrow is their
You
fault.
can drink your
Now we in
alcohol and
California.
she can drink smoke her menthols. Buy suits.
We ain't got nothing to do with this.
Buy
I got
suits.
suits.
Buy
I got
suits.
suits. I got suits.
Oh, y'all needed a tambourine right now.
I got suits. I got suits.
Tambourine.
All right, but seriously though, we had to combine for that. I'm gonna just go ahead and let y'all know my client ain't shit. That's just what it is. He ain't shit. But what he's on trial for is being a narcissistic waste of space, which makes my client innocent. Okay, is that he's not narcissistic. He's fully aware of what he's doing, and he's gaslighting women to be a city boy and get what he wants. Like the audacity of you not to protect me, the audacity of you to be mad at me because I emotionally bankrupt you and ruined you in front of the world. How dare you be mad at me? Because I left you, and now you mad at me. because I'm a woman scorned. I mean, this is how my client feel.
Oh God.
He don't need nothing. He don't feel like he did nothing wrong.
Sure don't.
That doesn't make him narcissistic. That just make him an asshole. That just make him a bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He got FBT.
Got
Fuck
another
boy
super
tendencies.
chat. Super
That's
chat.
what it is. He's not a narcissistic. He's fully aware of what he's doing. He's fully aware that he's torturing his ex-wife behind the scenes or attempting to. He's fully aware that he never really wanted custody. He never really wanted to care about who was babysitting. He only wanted point of control so he can control her. See, the thing about it is my client ex-wife was moving up on and glowing. You know what I'm saying? People was out here talking about she was wearing with heel hopper. I mean, you know, when you compare the likes of him getting with a she by she not to her allegedly getting with Mr. Hill Hopper, I mean, it pales in comparison. So what he had to do, okay, was go on ahead and say, nope, you're gonna forever be attached to the name Hope. Because I mean, when you think about Hope, I was sent the picture of his alleged brother who was in jail. We know Uncle Sam allegedly went to jail. We know he was allegedly knocking over ATMs. I mean, Melody Cherie was the only thing that bought good to the name Hope. I mean, his mama's around here holding her bill and her bottle tighter than she held him or her grandchildren.
They were getting empty ATMs.
Okay.
Goodbye,
You know what I'm
baby.
saying? So, I mean, listen, he was trying to hold on to that thing. He want that old thing back. He know what he doing. So now when she want to fly around, oh, you think you're going to be walking around here in Fashion Week without Martell on your own? Like, that's how he feel. So he didn't care about who kept them babies. Y'all think it was wrong. What he wanted to do was have first right of refusal. So when she say, hey, I'm going out of town, everybody could say no. And then when she say, well, can you keep them? No, I'm busy.
Exactly.
So he can kind of ground her and keep her plans because she out here shining without him. I'm just saying. Is he insecure? Yes. Is he a little bald head bitch? Yes.
Boy, bitch.
Yes, absolutely. Do he wear nut crushing suits? Absolutely. Do he have gout and at least foot? Allegedly. I needed something to spice up my case.
I don't know if he got bunions.
Do his feet stink? We absolutely know them feet stink walking around in the summertime with patent leather shoes on, sweating is holding them feet tight like that. Feet tight, nuts tight, clothes tight, everything just tight. He uptight. Add that to the thing. But narcissistic, because narcissistic is a real mental disorder, and he don't have a mental disorder. The problem is he's lazy as fuck. He don't want to get up here and do what he needs to do for himself to be a positive influence upon his children, to be a positive influence within society, or to just be a good, decent human being. So narcissistic, no. I think giving him a clinical diagnosis, Your Honor, is honestly a disadvantage to the rest of the people in the world.
That's Nola.
Because people who are really narcissistic and have a mental illness, people who really have a mental illness, they have a problem. This little bitty-eyed bastard know what he's doing, and yes, that's my client, but I'm going to tell the truth, Your Honor, about my client. He's a sadistic bastard, wanting to embarrass his wife with RP. That's absolutely ridiculous. All because he stepped out and did the wrong thing. And then you want to use the person you stepped out with as part of a plot? That's just evil. Let's just call it what it is. So my client is innocent because of one simple thing, Your Honor. Y'all put narcissistic on there trying to give him a clinical diagnosis when in all reality, he's an asshole. He's full of shit and he's honestly just a waste of space. He is the nut that his daddy should have ejaculated in the toilet before his mama got there because he wanted to go for a long time that night and break her back.
Or his mama should have swallowed.
She was going to be able to go 38 hours.
Or his mama should have
got them rocks off first. That's really what it should have been. He should have been, you know what I'm saying, flushed down the toilet or swallowed down the throat. So he's innocent on the simple fact that he's not narcissistic. He's just an asshole. And on that, Your Honor, I rest. Get your hoochie daddy suit.
Read your 2 super chats, babe.
Yeah, you just your super chats.
Got 2 super chats, sis.
Get your hoochie daddy suit or get you a coochie cleaner.
If you want a suit.
That's what it's called. When you're walking in something that tight and your coochie going back and forth like that, rubbing, it's cleaning it.
Okay.
That's what people say.
Judge,
This
do we
super chat.
need to render a verdict?
Super chat.
Do-
Thank you for
Yes.
the super chat, DT. I appreciate it. We tried to defend him tonight. We honestly did.
It's
I gave it
another
my
one.
best.
It's one more.
Well,
Go up.
It's Megan. It was meant from Melissa. I meant I can still see
Yeah,
it.
Melissa Hodge.
It said for her suit. It was for her
Oh, I thought
suit.
I had hit that one. I'm sorry. I saw that one. Thank you, Melissa, for the super chat.
Melissa,
I
I
appreciate
got a
it.
song for you.
For
Oh,
my suit.
If you want a suit, come see Martell. He got suits. He got them for the funeral. He got them for the weddings. He got suits. He got suits. Black,
Judge,
white, red,
we
green,
are we
yellow.
doing one for guilty?
He got suits. He
And
got
what
suits.
next?
He had suits.
Hello, stay late. Stay woke.
And so
I
Deb
said
snuck
it
in
right
here
the first
too.
time. Stay late because they
He
coming
got
when the case gone to the jury.
Judge, so
yeah.
Deb tried to sneak in the room. You ain't
Oh
see
no,
her?
I seen him sneak in the room. He was
got
sneaking.
suits.
He came right on time for all the read and all the going off of, and he was in here
Trolling.
talking about Martell still fine. So yeah, I seen him in here.
But
That's
it
why.
says fine. Mm-hmm.
And I did say hi
He
to
got
him.
suits.
Yeah, you fine, bro. You got in here late. Unless you
I
were
got
live, then I won't
It was
find.
live prior to us. I didn't see it till I got on YouTube because I would have been in there earlier.
Defense attorney
This
Nola.
case to the jury. I can't go no more with
Defense
this.
attorney Nola.
Nobody.
Defense attorney Nola. He got suits. I got suits.
You got your ones in the chat already.
We got
Judge.
suits.
We all know he guilty.
That's why I said, do we even
Judge.
have to take a poll?
Judge, he wanted me to tell you from his song. It's a verse that said, "If you let me win, I got a suit for you. I got suits. I got suits."
Kenny said too, but I'm conflicted. And with that being said, Judge, what's your sentence? I mean, you can sentence him to hell for all that. I mean, I got my money.
Hell is a nice place for him.
So
It be too nice.
he's definitely guilty. We are going to sentence him to wow. First of all, soaking in feet.
Ugh.
You gonna go soak them feet. You gonna go do that and get all the toe jam from in between that. Even though I'm sure that might not be yours, might be a picture of somebody else's. Not sure. Don't care. Don't like feet, especially when they look like that. So we definitely gonna sentence him to wearing MC Hammer pants. There is no more OG Daddy, nothing. He can only wear MC Hammer pants for the rest of his life. He is also sentenced to not ever picking up a dumbbell, do a curl, or anything that has anything to do with going to the gym. He can't touch none of it. He is also sentenced to hanging out with Melody's brother, since he likes to hang out with Carlos. So we gonna be an equal opportunist all the way around. So yep, that's what we doing. You are not gonna be able to do one and not do the other, because that's a problem. That's a real problem, because you don't really have a problem with her brother. So since you can hang out with Carlos, you can hang out with her brother. We are definitely going to sentence you to that as well. So yeah, this guy. What else? And you say he was not a narcissist? I totally disagree. I think
I feel like that's letting him off easy. I feel like
He got
yeah,
suits.
but most narcissists don't know that they are narcissists, so that
I
don't
got
really let him off easy. He don't even
listen, I had to come up with something. I mean, I just think you're an asshole.
Judge, I
Okay.
got a suit for you. Okay, I got suits.
Oh, but I did want to tell y'all the reason why he will not get any jail time is because I took the money Carlos was handing out to everybody. So I was the only one that I got my money. I don't know what y'all was doing and prosecutor, but I got mine. I'm not. I ain't dumb. Like I got my money.
Oh, Carlos didn't have to pay me. I was getting my money from somebody else.
Well, that's on you. But Carlos came to me and said, "As long as you don't put
And
Martell
paid me
in
a
jail,
whole lot
why you
more.
gonna put him in jail? I got something for you."
Well, can you put him in a nut house? That's not jail. Can you
Yeah,
put him in prison? That's not jail.
Yeah, he's not going to prison. He's not going to prison. He just got to wear the MC Hammer pants. He can't go in no gyms. He can't do no workouts. None of that.
Can he,
Can we get a we be made to wear a jacket that
And
make
can you
hurt
sentence
himself?
him to never busting a nut again?
Oh.
I got suits.
I don't think his nuts even got anything that's so.
My,
I mean, I'm just
listen,
saying.
when my suits, my nuts was crushed, I got suits. I got suits. Judge, I got a suit for you, okay?
And Logic Herb, thank you for the compliment. These ladies got down tonight. They really did. I don't know if you saw that compliment that Logic Herb gave out. Not that it was another one where she was just saying about y'all improv. When you improv, I can't use the word because I can't pronounce it like it's spelled, but just being, doing our improv and just being creative and bringing something else to the YouTube and stuff. So yeah, I just shout out to Larger Curves. If you guys are not following her, she also has an amazing platform. She got it going on as well. So if you are not following Larger Curves, please do so because she's really a sweetheart. She got good conversation and all that good stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to shout her out because she shouted us out. And Martell got suits.
Does she want a suit?
And with that
Does she
being
need a suit?
said,
I got suits.
well, get in line because see everybody banned. You the third hussy he got round there down to Atlanta. I was just,
Does she
I'm
want a
disgusted.
suit?
And so Deb, and with that, you are getting the end of the stick at that show because he don't know how to put all his. Everybody's not an equal opportunist. He's not giving his time to every equal.
Does he want a suit? Because I got suits. Does the man want a suit? Because I got
And
suits.
with that being said, we thank you all for
Thank you.
coming to court tonight. Tonight has been a blessing. Hopefully we will be back next week, hopefully with our good sis Mace Monroe. We thank you all for coming. Huntsville will be back on Sunday. We have to double up on the 2 shows. And then I will be also dropping the first 2 episodes of Bell Collective because y'all, your girl have 2 full-time jobs now plus doing this. Plus it was graduation week, like I said, for my baby. So I'm tired. I'm just be honest. I'm tired. But I will be watching Bell Collective and getting that out. And Huntsville, like I said, we got to catch up on that as well. And we love y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Make sure you guys like on everybody's channels. I could not do, and we're doing Atlanta on Monday as well. Just been a lot going on these past few weeks trying to finish up school with my kids. So with that being said, I love you all. Prosperity, are you doing the after party on your channel?
I'm going not right after this. I'm going over to another chat and then I got an after party after that.
Oh Lord, I thought you was about to say you gonna get that damn slurpee. I was about to say I
told you. I already got
that that night.
I got that before I came
And
up.
with that being said, y'all, these ladies' cash apps are scrolling across the bottom. Night Court would not be funny. It would not be hilarious. And I absolutely could not do this by myself without these ladies. So if you have it in your heart, deep down in your heart, in your soul, bless these ladies' cash apps as well as if you ain't got no cash to give, bless them, okay? Bless them, go to their channel and like the video, subscribe, comment, join, okay? We will see y'all next week. We love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Have a good
night.
Good night.